the
crystals fucked with our
distance.
minds.
Yeah, there's like 3 Oni in the distance that are just looking at us going, are they okay? Should we eat them? I don't think they're, like, well.
I don't know, they're glowing. I don't think that's a good sign, right?
I think
We all turn around. You underestimate our power.
we all just turn around and start throwing force fucking lightning, which is just the discharge from the crystals. Just
We have the high ground. So,
yeah.
just jump up on the fucking wall.
Yeah.
It's over, Anakin. You can't just make that droid hover up here and kill me.
It's
You
over,
have to jump off
Anakin.
of it for some reason.
It's over, Anakin. If you do a quadruple barrel roll, I'll slice you in half.
So, alright.
That's what he does. He just does a fucking flip. He just jumps off, does a flip, and then Obi-Wan's just like, okay then, slice.
Someone's had to have done a what if of like Obi-Wan didn't slice him in half.
Yeah.
pretty
What
sure
would
that
happen is Anakin would land, Obi-Wan would just force push him, he'd fall in the lava and die. Game over.
I think what should happen there is what happened to Darth Maul.
Actually, there was a thing. The animated series for Clone Wars actually shows that Darth Maul comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Of course Darth Maul comes back, you know, he only fell down an endless pit without his legs. He had plenty to cushion his fall.
To be fair, Anakin got pushed against lava on a world that had poor atmosphere and got, like, his both legs and an arm cut off, and then got punctured through the lungs and set on fire. I mean, he survived.
What punctured him through the lungs?
There's also
I
the
believe-
other Darth from the fucking Old Republic games that had no body at all and was just a spirit.
Oh yeah,
that's
that guy.
that's
That guy's sick.
Nihilus, I think he is.
Yep.
Yeah, he's actually immortal.
Yeah.
He literally becomes so in tune with the Force that his ghost actually became, like, immortal.
You have to
is,
convince him to die.
he is the reason I do not like Knights 2, because Knights 2 spends its entire story building him up, and the fight is so disappointing.
That can summarize a lot of Star Wars, though.
You
Usually
ever
it's like
knock off his
90%
mask,
miss shots and like 10% crit hits.
Oh, dude, I love this Star Wars theory crafting game I joined.
Yeah, I didn't come to play D&D. I just came here to shitpost about Star Wars.
Alright. So.
That was initially my fault. I apologize.
That's fine. Our audience loves us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. They love the shit posting. It's amazing. Fucking. Alright. So, after a quick recap of swiftly dealing with Thaba and taking a very narrow escape, not knowing of where you were headed through an odd and bizarre portal that she had kept within her home, you found yourself deep underground in the crystalline caverns, not too far above a Oni enslavement camp that you had run across Black Betty across from, who had recently escaped, managed to get her back. Though, in that brief period of time, you also managed to avoid most of the more dangerous and infused crystals. Could be a lie, but you did hear the noises from below.
Yeah, I don't think we want to go back there and double check on the grounds that it would be really not good.
But I mean, you totally can't. I'm not going to stop you. I encourage it. But anyway.
Yeah, let's just go back into the pit with fucking worm creatures the size of, you know, Cthulhu. That sounds like a smart idea.
So, making your way through carefully the arcane supercharged crystals, and basically just avoiding most of the elements that they'd suffused with, Paracelsus, for the first time, while holding one of the blackened crystals that seemed completely devoid of light and pushes all light out of it, you actually feel strange for the moment this morning waking up. Even though it was a more peaceful night, you feel as if...
I don't sleep.
Well, your shutdown period for a brief moment. Yes, you have done that as well. You would know that for when you commune with the box as well in the night, it would be you get the name. Where is it? I actually had to write this down. Auric.
Ooh.
A man of, well, not a man, but a person of nature, and keeps a companion with him at all times.
A bear?
Goes by the name of Minx.
So a second character that that player's played. I'm just waiting for
man.
I need to hear the words hogtie before this is over, Josh. You can't lead me on.
Hogtie. He also goes by the name of Hogtie.
Oh, don't worry. This area is chock full of fun. But as you also rest and gain your faculties in this shabby but somewhat renovated castle in the middle of nowhere, you do occasionally hear peeps kind of rummaging around everything, chasing oversized lizards and spiders and such around the castle, just for fun, to basically kill time. It's somewhat renovated. It's true. There's walls. There's walls where there weren't.
Yeah, there's walls.
This one. Oh, hold on. Jeez, I can't see anything with that color. Here, there. That was renovated. You could tell this was renovated. That one too. That one. The doors were definitely replaced and reinforced from the myriad of times of this place has obviously been under siege. Many of the clay tiles on the roof has been basically broken down over time, mostly weathered. You could tell some have even had what looks like to be boulders come through the top of them. Another one just has old weaponry kind of stuck in it, like arrows, spears, couple halberds that are slightly oversized. You assume it was when the Oni were overtaking this place.
The halberds worth any if they weren't like rusty or damaged?
For that, pretty much just metal. If anything, you would assume the head of the halberd would probably be worth something, even though it's a little more rusty. It'd just need to be melted back down.
Oh no, I could just make it whole again and then be like,
That's
you know,
true.
a halberd. Fine.
Yeah, you could just collect the because there's basically like rust dust everywhere from the weapons that are just sitting there. You could literally do that for all these weapons and restore these oversized Oni weapons, and even there's a few broken and shattered remains of what looks like to be humans. Basically,
Yeah.
skeletal
I think
remains.
my talent stops at reanimating the dead. I don't think I can make whole a dead person.
You know.
You can try.
Yeah, actually, the ruling does state that it could be anything,
Yeah, but you would also
so long
need
as
the
it's
parts to be
broken. I mean, if the entire skeleton's there, I could.
there. I mean, if Gat's got his arm chopped off, I would definitely allow that.
I don't think Gats would be willing to let his arm be cut off for some random dead person that probably died 300 years ago.
Who said?
Oh.
Who said would be
So
Does that mean you can like graft other limbs onto people?
Yes, actually.
Oh, that's
I can
fucking
already
amazing.
graft things to myself.
We should attach your arms to Gats.
Oh god.
Josh,
Yes.
Oh my god.
you said there was corpses around?
Yes, you do see a few skeletal remains. Some are very obviously they got crushed by a boulder as it came down. It's in their chest cavity of where it would be. The skull's intact though, but it's very obvious that the armor completely collapsed under the weight when it struck in and made them a part of the wall. Another one is like the arrow kind of sunk in, it's kind of holding the skull up while you see the remains of just clattered armor and bone around with just one kind of defiled sword broken apart and shattered.
Yeah, so I'll go up to that one and cast Last Sight Vision, and I see the last 2 rounds of his life.
Alright, So the which one? The one with the boulder or the one with the arrow in his for the skull?
The arrow one.
All right. So for the last few seconds of that one, you could see there's a myriad of Oni. It looks close to like the slave Oni that you had seen before as well in the mines back at Otmer's tower. And you realize that as he's fighting, there's one hulking brute that comes up and kind of swings and just shatters his blade as it goes skittering. And then as he's kind of defenseless in that moment, there's a volley of arrows from behind what looks like to be a 6-armed Oni.
Oh, damn.
That's fucking awesome. He could shoot like 3 bows at once.
Nobody.
Or 6 crossbows.
Yeah,
no one I
6
recognize.
6-hand crossbows. He uses quick draws all of them. Hands up.
It's
I
hard.
knew. So, no, nobody you recognize. It looks a lot like the Onis you've seen before. For some of them, they look kind of more tan, closer to being almost ogreish and brutish. But then you do see a few other familiar kind of Onis with blue skin and red skin mixed in between the groups. You get the feeling that this was probably like the start of when they kind of somehow united these obviously very separate factions of Oni.
Alright, well, I'll fill in the group of my findings. And tell them to be on guard, because Oni around.
Josh, this front gate, is it just completely, like, destroyed?
That front gate has actually been completely rebuilt, is reinforced, and has a heavy, almost tree-sized bar blocking it.
And this one? Or is that just a wall?
Those are rebuilt walls. They're very thinly made. You could tell they're kind of oddly designed, but it looks like they're designed for the purpose of emergency breakaway per se. Like a larger creature would be able to go right through this, no problem.
I would like to see if I could make hole this wall. Using just like, there's plenty of rubble around.
Oh yeah, it's all sunk into the swamp. Like, it's clearly there, it's just they built over the top of it.
Yeah, so I'll just like, I think I'll just go around and like, I don't know, I don't want to give them breakaways, so...
I'm going to go look for arrows.
I would say like it'd probably be like 100 residium to kind of like do that in these walls.
Well, I probably got like thousands, well not thousands, but you get my drift. I probably took a fair few crystals to make some residium.
Which reminds me, early in the morning, Paracelsus, you see Peeps running around for a moment. He kind of goes quiet, and you hear him again doing his nosy little poke around in some of the bags. Just kind of like he's constantly searching and inspecting everything. He's just kind of at a curious state. And you see him kind of sneak out with one of the crystals from Black Betty's bag. Not a lot, but it was the arcane infused one. Yes. Let's actually, let me just beef that one up.
It's just so that just so when they come back here, they don't have a quick escape. It's just
There you are.
radical.
As you know, Black Betty kind of sits there for a moment, drawing out the circles with residium that needs to be made whole here, and just putting your palm down, you see the flash of arcane as you just give the brief chant, and you could see over time the makeshift wall that was there kind of crumble apart a little bit, but then the actual flagstone and much heavier stone comes out from the bottom of the swamp and solidifies into this perfect castle wall that doesn't have any mold or anything crusting on it. There's no plants. It's pretty much like the day it was first made.
Yeah. She'll just sort of dust her hands. That'll do.
So, as Peeps was running away with one of the crystals.
Yes, steal.
You see him kind of sit down in kind of like the corner of the courtyard here, and immediately kind of start chewing away at it. After basically what, couple 5 minutes or so, usually when you see him eat in the time to eat a gold coin, you see he's actually eaten one of the arcane crystals instead.
Oh, wait, what? Fuck, what color was it?
It was one of the bright, vibrant purple ones.
Okay, I don't think that one... I think that one was the color that didn't kill either of us.
So, as he is chasing around the lizards in the morning, and everyone's performing their rituals, getting ready, you just suddenly hear, ah! And then boom! As, like, 4 lizards go flying out from one of the corner rooms.
Oh no.
And you realize Peeps has his own mini breath.
Peeps is dragging now. Yeah, it's
We need to
happening.
feed him more gold.
But as you see him kind of just like, almost like that little shutter, eyes closed with mouth wide open, smile, just ah! You could see like the small glitter of the arcane crystals in the back of his throat fused with the gears as well. And you could tell that's basically now given him his Peeps Dragon Breath, which is force damage, if you were curious.
Wow. I am honestly surprised. He was designed incredibly well, it seems. Good job, Peeps.
So, let's just see. Beef up the walls.
Please note is just stretching it out enough that I can see the JPEG artifacts.
Yeah, so, Josh, since I would have looked during the night, how many arrows did I find in the castle, if any?
For some of them, they're little shabby looking, but they'll still do. Arrows are arrows. They're not really gonna do much other than become maybe a little brittle over time, a little dull, but it's still effective, and just gives tetanus instead too.
Longer lasting wounds.
Yes, diseased wound. So basically, you would be able to find probably like 32 arrows about between the mixture of what looks like arrows that have been rained down through the roofs and the clay tile and all the other mixtures of kind of scavenging from bodies. You even find like what looks like a full quiver of 20 that didn't even get a chance to get used, that was just sitting in the corner beside what looks like a kind of dry rotted and strung snapped bow on the side.
Josh, I'd like to ask a really stupid question that'll get me a really stupid answer.
Sure.
Can I make whole the box?
The box, no, because on Make Whole it does stipulate you need the parts nearby.
I mean, I think that would work if their soul was nearby and you just wanted to like painlessly shove it into the box, but...
Well, also it specifies the item has to have a cost, and this artifact is priceless.
That's true. The
that's
cost
a
of
good point.
reforming the box too is also not just residium, but also extra components unknown yet.
Clearly I need Divine Beast Blood or something. I don't know. It was just a dumb question, because I thought, like, hey, what if I just cast Make Whole in it, and just all of a sudden, like, a whole bunch of people just randomly died, and then all the pieces of the box just joined up together?
That's like the solution to like the puzzle to get you out of the Saw franchise. It's like, oh man, we just had to ask politely and the psychotic murder doll just lets us out.
Yeah, I mean, we could just go, hey, I don't want to be here. I have, like, a meeting on Tuesday.
Oh, by all means, please go free then. And the door just opens.
I'm sorry,
I would...
I love business. Can I watch?
Fucking, you just go like, imagine if the psychologist got in, like, trapped in the Saw, like, game, and just started fucking disassembling Jigsaw, make him question his life.
Your fiscal responsibility was the key all along.
That also reminds me as well. as you're not feeling too well, but you could seek assistance, but you're still suffering the first stage of these effects. Where
What does that look like, if anything?
For Paracelsus, you do notice a strange sight indeed. This is something almost never seen before. Rust on a Warforged, unless it was a larger and older version construct, but for Paracelsus, you would assume that's highly irregular.
What location?
Kind of in between her joints, where looks more like muscle and tendon.
Yeah, have you seen the art of them? They have really weird like muscle and tendon things where like normal humans would have muscle covered by skin.
It looks almost like if something was withering.
Interesting.
You can make a heal check if you want to find out. Or heal or arcana check.
I could run an arcana check. But
I feel like I'm probably not too familiar with Warforged anatomy to really know that, anything's going on.
No.
I mean, I do, considering I've got like a Warforged arm stitched to my lump on my head.
Yeah, I mean, it's topical.
Yeah,
Black Betty
I'm a
would
professional
have
in the business.
a lot more knowledge.
Oh, Black Betty.
So, I guess Black Betty would notice it, unless, tells her.
It would be pretty citable if you just go by Paracelsus.
I'm gonna go practice the huge ass bow while everybody's getting ready.
Black Betty will pull Paracelsus sort of aside. Now, hold on there, y'all. You're kind of rusty. Literally speaking, that's not supposed to happen on Warforged. Sure you're okay?
I never said I was okay.
It's
true.
Well, are you sure you're feeling okay?
I think I have a malfunction. It appears one of the crystals I handled probably didn't agree with me.
Want me to take a look at that?
Yeah, sure. It's not like we're doing anything. I'll just sit.
See, arcane or heal.
Plus, I'll use arcane conceits. Would I get any bonuses considering I am technically part Warforged, or would have studied Warforged extensively in this case?
For this one, no, because this is a kind of an extremely odd case.
Alright, I'll just go with standard then. I'm expecting a 24. Oh, that's close enough. 27.
Alright, so as bizarre as it sounds, between the arcane crystal itself, from what you could tell was almost disease itself incarnate in crystal form, you get the strange sense of something coming to mind of what you've seen only very far deep in the spirit forest of spirits here, and that is cemetery rot.
Holy fuck!
I will I'll inform Paracelsus that it's cemetery rot, and I'd also tell you know about it because she would probably know about it.
No, that's just sexist. Just because she's a priest in a rule, she knows about cemetery rot. Are you implying she hangs out with the dead?
I would hope.
No, but because
You all literally saw me hanging out with the dead.
Yeah,
I'm just making memes.
I did ask him a question.
So yeah, Black will then inform of rot.
Is it curable?
Yes, you do know that you can assist by constantly cleaning out the wound, as well as some magical means. You know that if this gets to an extremely dangerous extent, the reason why cemetery rot is so dangerous is that if it does reach its final stages, it will cause the recipient of the disease to fully start withering away, infecting other creatures around it, and become a zombie itself.
Fascinating.
Damn, I can become a zombie.
A zombie Warforged? What the fuck?
It probably just means I lose advanced sentience and basically become like a typical construct, except for I also want to kill people.
Yeah.
We
Typically,
should probably cure this.
Yeah, typically when seeing like any zombie fully suffering from cemetery rot, or a creature is fully turned zombie from cemetery rot, is usually telltale signs of usually dead creatures around small animals have died and even come back sometimes themselves. Is a very dangerous and ravenous disease, but it's understandable to see it so far from the underground of probably, you would assume, what was underneath the Forest of Spirits.
Shit.
You can make a heal check, and
I have my ritual book, which would have 2 first-level rituals in it that could possibly have, like, something.
which rituals are those?
Well, I already have Make Whole. That's kind of like a given.
Yeah, but for this, you could make whole, but unfortunately...
Well, no, but that's like one of the 2 things that are in my book. The book could also have, for example, Brew Potion as a ritual.
Yeah. So, obviously there wouldn't be a magical means, it would be a potion means, so Paracelsus could use that to heal. It's just she wouldn't be able to receive from, like, Divine or even Nerol.
No, I could make a potion of cure poison. Well, not poison, yes, but like cure.
Cure.
I don't know. Let's just go with that. Could I potentially use Brew Potion to make a cure graveyard rot?
Cure cemetery rot. If you did some more research, yes, because this is strange, but also the fact that a lot of people have managed to stave off a lot of the issues of cemetery rot, and not to mention those found with cemetery rot have been quickly dealt with and burned just to make sure that their corpse doesn't continue the disease.
Wrong.
Oh, sweet, I'm a vector.
You could either become one of 2 things. You could be the world's first Warforged zombie, which would be really fucking dangerous.
It's really
Or
fucking metal.
the
Yeah, I was
other,
gonna say, did you mean really badass?
Robots out.
Or-
That sounds really badass.
the alternative is we could be the only adventuring party in the world to have cured graveyard rot with like a proper potion.
Are you seriously proposing this to me, or are you just saying this out of character?
We could go with both. It's just like we could probably we should probably not let you get to the state where we all become corpse zombies.
I assume you'd probably try to kill me before that.
Oh yeah, probably.
You'd probably try and somehow attempt to eat them.
Oh, sweet. Does that mean that it gives me a digestive tract?
You would definitely have a hinged jaw.
We like the weird robot zombies in there.
There isn't a potion that cures disease, but there is.
I mean, there is a ritual that does it.
But it's dangerous in itself.
I mean, not really. You literally have to roll a 0 to kill them.
Well, you get a penalty to the check.
Well, I'm just saying we should probably get it looked to and fixed quickly.
You can attempt a heal check now to try and stave off the stages.
Yuna probably has the higher heal, and she would probably know a little bit about
It would be a heal to assist, and then Paracelsus' endurance.
Oh yeah, you know my legendary endurance check now. The construct with the world's shittiest endurance. I feel like I'm a children's book.
The world's saddest robot.
Could you imagine? Zombie, Paracelsus, and Peeps.
Yeah, that's a good point. Zombie Peeps. That'd be really bad.
Rough translation. I wish for your gold.
Yeah. He still
Stand and
craves
deliver.
gold. He makes zombie gold.
Those guys from the thing from Warhammer Fantasy where you can turn your organs into gold.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That'd be really no good. But yeah, anyway, we should probably, well, tell you know that with this, we should probably look to it.
What are you guys asking me?
We're asking you to perform a heal check on Paracelsus's corpse rot, or graveyard rot. Whatever the fuck it is.
My order doesn't specialize in curing wounds, but I suppose I'll take a look. She's going to die.
Unfortunately,
Excellent.
definitely not make the check. Unfortunately.
I'll try and make a check. Here we go. 1d. Oh, you only have a +9 to heal? I thought you had more than that.
Like I said,
Oh,
I'm
it doesn't
not
even train
trained
it.
in heal.
But also rolling a 3 hurts.
Oh wow, the 3s are strong today.
That will actually still give a +2 for.
So that's 20. Or that's +2 to Paracelsus'
+2
endurance to beat it.
Yeah, +2 to Paracelsus' endurance.
Why can't they just assist endurance then? Endure!
Do I have endurance? That's a good question.
All right, so
No.
you do actually manage to stave off the stages. There's no change at all. It doesn't progress. You stay the state that you're in. So you're good for this day.
I must admit though, rust is pretty itchy.
Yeah, it's spread to certain areas that you're not used to having things kind of grinding against your metal, and it's a little discomforting, but it's tolerable for now.
Yeah, also Paracelsus has a huge ass bow now.
That too.
Like as big as I am.
The great.
Well, alright then. We tried. Well, we'll meet
I'm
again
sure
tomorrow.
somebody will fix me. I'm gonna go hand the road whistle.
Okay.
Blow on this and think of where we're going. It'll be faster this way.
You can only go to major cities, not to people.
Can you specify?
It goes to a place that you know of.
Well, it does stipulate place.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Do
I mean,
do I know? Did I get any hint of like where he's going? Because I usually get a hint.
For that would be south, back towards civilization. You know that your current location, you're somewhere very deep within the swamps of the Forest of Spirits, which is a lot further north than what you usually are. You know, it would probably take well over a week to get here from the location you last were.
Wow. I'll hand the whistle back and say, it won't be handy for where we're going. I don't know the exact location, only that it's south.
Okay. Alright. Go gadget map of unseen lands.
So as you get the 10-mile stretch out, you can see areas that look like old farmland, abandoned, even other kind of like small outpost towers, like, nothing huge, probably like house like 5 guards at most, just as early warning signs for what used to be, advanced alert systems for this castle here in the swamp before it was swiftly stamped out.
Where I tell Paracelsus, we're looking for somewhere close to nature. That was the only hint I got.
Aren't we already in the middle of nature?
To the south.
You could tell there's a lot of marsh and swampland for miles. On the edge of that 10-mile map, you do see what looks like to be start of thicker groves of forest and such.
I dramatically slam my finger down at that area on her map. There!
We set sail.
A forest sounds better than a swamp, at least.
Yes, we'll have to be careful of catching any further diseases.
I'm
If there was
sure
a
I'll be fine.
Yeah, if there was a nearby town, I could purchase a means to cure you, but I don't think I saw one on the map. Did
So,
I, Josh?
On the map, no. It's
Okay.
complete forest. Other than the few buildings you could tell, a lot of them are decimated because it's top down. So you could see that there's even one building that got sketched out. Looks like it has a tree growing out the top of it. So before heading to the gate, as you do so, Gats, where are you?
Josh, I'm gonna let you know real quick. I'm not even in roll 20.
I know you're not.
Oh God.
Oh, good. The Exodus knife also refreshed. Forgot about that.
Is there a dark room?
There's plenty of dark rooms. There's even kind of an overhang where one wall kind of got crumbled down, but is now open, but with a dark space in the back.
We're in one, in the doorway. Well, not in the doorway. Sitting. You could tell that he's sitting down. Because you could see his eyes. That's it. And if Milk Lady is in view.
Milk Lady. Call me old milk lady.
I should definitely go into
going?
town and create a Mega Milk T-shirt from that
Like-
Clothier.
Oh,
No.
I refuse to allow that. Do you want to get clockwork bombed? Because this is how you get clockwork bombed.
Alright, Clockwork bomb me IRL. Let's see how that goes down. Fight me,
But,
scrub. Actually,
but
don't
just-
fight me. You win.
I did the math. Unless you 48 D10, you lose. Sorry, I
What do
shouldn't
you
have
do,
talked
sorry?
over the lagging, man.
No, just staring at you because he hasn't fully grasped that you're not, you're with us. You know what I mean?
You know, that reminds me. Where are you going, Ms. Black?
I was
Me?
just about to speak to her about that myself.
Well, I don't know where I'm going. I mean, I'm pretty dang lost. And if I went back to town, I'd probably be chucked out again. She sort of just rubs a chin. Guess I can't go back to the mines either. They just throw me back into camp.
Well,
I
if
do
you
not-
were wanting to travel with us, we would have to get a few things very crystal clear.
Well, I mean, I trust y'all. Sounds like you're kind of on some big old quest. I'm just in it for the immortality. She suddenly, perks up, and she's just smiling.
What do you... Oh, and I'll look at your hand and say, oh,
Yep. This old body of mine, it's had plenty of broken bones, plenty of bruises. I reckon if I became full metal, I wouldn't have to worry about that. I'd just become
Would
some sort of
you-
immortal machine.
would you call yourself an alchemist?
God damn it.
A full metal one, perhaps. I will chime in.
Oh, sorry.
Alchemist.
Well,
Full
we...
mootal alchemist.
Oh, even better.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, that's a
Oh.
good
Full
one.
Metal Alchemist.
Oh
I-
no, guys.
Yeah. I guess
Full metal.
I guess you could say we are on a quest of sorts, a quest of murder. We are traveling around assassinating individuals and taking their souls. How do you feel about that?
Black will just casually shrug. I mean, everyone's gonna die eventually, except me, of course. I mean, if they're intended on dying and they gotta go back into, wherever they came from, I reckon that getting rid of them is just the natural course of things.
I wouldn't say where they came from. Their souls are being consumed.
Pardon? What'd you say there? She sort of just cleans out her ear.
It doesn't
I don't
matter.
think souls are physical objects that you can eat like a sandwich.
Well, you haven't seen me rip a soul out of a body before.
Now that'd be interesting. Can you do that with me into a metal body? It'd save me a bunch of trouble.
I'm afraid it's a one-way trip.
Oh, dang. I guess I have to do all the hard work. But fine. I reckon that's okay in my books.
We had a bad experience with our previous companion, so I want to make it clear that if you ever try to betray us, well,
I have no reason
We
to.
we will let you off the hook into a well-established city.
Yeah, and give
for
me a
an
life
inn.
of luxury and, everything I could
I
possibly
don't think they're going to
need.
give you a life of luxury. I mean, I don't think they're
Well, I
going to treat
sold
you
them
poorly, though.
information. At this point, Pandora's already sold them the information. You're all wanted criminals. I'm not. I'm in a good standing.
yeah.
But that aside, anyway,
For
Black
now.
will say, Black will clear her throat. I mean, I have no intention on betraying y'all. It's just not in my nature. We from the
Good.
South, we always keep together. Except when you try and cut off your hand and turn it into metal. At that point, they'll call you a freak and throw you out. And then when you start wanting to be immortal, they just keep calling you freaks and then, throw you out of the next town. But that's just the South.
Very well. You may travel with us, but keep in mind, you make one suspicious move. My friend here, and I'll pat Gatz's massive shoulder plate, he's not very understanding. If he sees you up to no good, well,
It's hard to make it.
what's
What no
your
good
favorite
could I get
pastime,
up to?
Gatz? I'll say
I
it.
missed a lot.
Oh, fuck. What does Gatz like to
What?
do?
What we're talking you up right now is being
That's-
really menacing. Make a growling noise.
No, that's what Get says.
I missed a lot. This Black's just standing there and just like, I don't really care.
As he's eating an arm that previously wasn't.
Yeah, he's just slowly, like a drumstick, he's just biting the flesh off someone, like the
Breathing
rotting flesh.
intensifies from the room.
Well, again, Black will just sort of casually shrug. No, I wouldn't go and betray y'all. It's just so long as you keep me to my own intentions.
You once ate a dick on a boat.
Another thing,
What?
I possess an artifact on my person. You are not to ever go near it or try to touch it or take it from me. Ever.
Well, let me put it like this. Can it make me any more like a Warforged? Can it make me invulnerable, invincible, practically godlike? If you can't do that, then I'm not interested in it. It's just a piece of, a box. It's yours. I have no intention of touching it.
Huh.
You never mentioned it was a box. She's a spy.
I'll just say, I have no intention. Oh, correction. I have no intention of stealing or touching the object.
I'll very briefly pull it out so you at least know what I'm talking about, and then quickly stuff it back in my armor and say, very well, it's settled then. We're heading south looking for someone named Auric.
I'm sorry I said this to Josh, but every time that's said, I just think of first. Anyway.
I mean, he was a dwarf.
Yeah. They're both dwarves.
But Black will just sort of nod. Well, if the Residium's as good as the last time we saw when we were together last, then I see no reason not to keep going. So let's keep going.
All right.
So, as you finish the conversation when you put away the box, Gats, you notice there's a slight oddity around the door.
Do I?
Is
What
Gats's
kind of
perception
oddity?
even good enough to see what would be odd?
My perception's actually really good at Gats, I think. I think it's like 13.
Pretty up there.
Anyway.
Full Metal Alchemist.
So what's the odd door?
Yeah, I'm a bull metal alchemist.
As you kind of you look towards the door, you get a sense of something familiar. You know this presence. It's very well known to you.
Is it Big Daddy Fletch?
No.
Big Daddy.
Oh my god.
Is it him?
No, that
Is it
isn't
him?
Hog Tie.
No.
Boo! Throw it off the stage.
We're off the stage, Josh.
It's the men that you don't like, Brad.
Oh, dude, sit him down.
It's
Put him down there.
It's the abandoned brother thrown aside.
Kill him, Josh. I swing my giant sword into his skull.
I don't even know who this guy is yet, and you're already killing him?
No, Gats knows exactly who this man is. As you can't even get into roll 20, can you, Brad?
Oh, dude, I want to kill him so bad.
All right, so
Motive work, please. This is my time. Does Roll20 work for phone? Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yours.
should work if you got an iPad too. But at the same, I'm sure you still need an internet connection.
Man, is
Hold
this
on,
Final Fantasy music?
Oh, Roll20.
No! This sounds like it's from 6.
No, but if you flip that number upside down.
AI. No, kidding. So that would be 4 then.
Fuck! There's an app, but it doesn't work
9.
for phone.
Sorry, 9.
There we go.
I was about to
Because
say.
I was thinking to
Who are
myself,
you?
I'm thinking in the Roman numerals, like how they did it back in the, like how they still do it.
So immediately.
Wait, gosh, has he noticed me, senpai?
Oh, he noticed you, but
You
you
noticed you noticing him.
you could definitely see
Blushes.
he he looks to you, and then back at Yuno for a moment, and
Brother, it's been too long.
and before anything at all, you just
Kill him!
immediately hear Gats just jump to his feet, pull his sword out of the ground, just full steam ahead at this man as they both go to clash. He doesn't hesitate at all. He immediately brings his fists up, and you could tell from his martial style that he fights unarmed.
It'd be epic to see Pseudo fight this man.
It would.
Quick, yank the sword out of Gats's chest.
No!
The key-
Nothing short of a deity can stop Gats right now.
You just cock block.
The internet cock block of the century.
Is it
that
just like
Brad
is it like one of
Pitt?
those anime fights where like they're swinging so fast and even animate the weapons?
Brad, are you in?
No, technically I'm on my my phone. By the way, it's awful.
Oh shit.
Can you see?
Absolutely not. Wait, hold on, let me rotate my phone. So I get a little more, but all I can do is drag Alexis's name everywhere. Alright. So I can zoom in and out of the map.
Yep.
Where am I in map area?
Can you see that?
No, so alright, okay. I could see him now.
Yep.
And I to hit him with the skull-taking rage of death.
The fucking skull thing.
Black will sort of shimmy over to Yuno. Is this supposed to happen, or is he just doing this on his own?
Skull thing.
I'll look at him with my vision, Josh.
You can clearly see that this man's aura, the dark shadow, is different. You even see Gats for the first time. His muscles change shape. Gats, you shapeshift back to the blessed form from Gemini.
Ooh! Hit him with it!
As you immediately bring it down, he goes to block with his wrist, and immediately your blade sinks through his arm.
Yes!
And down into his chest. You see the pulse of dark shadow energy reach out from the box coming off of you, and goes into Gatz's blade and pushes it down further. And you actually deal double the amount of damage from this, and cut his arm clean off.
Oh!
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna have to go...
He just shows up and you're already chopping off his limbs.
Dude, I'm gonna go, like, masturbate real quick. Hold on.
No, don't do that. We're playing D&D. It took us long enough to start.
Don't worry, he's a crack 30-second shot.
Dude, I'll do this in a fucking 2-second time span. Are you kidding?
Quick draw!
And as you see Ishak kind of kneel down in surprise and extreme pain, you can hear the echoes from the box itself. Deserter, you've turned your back on Gemini for another. We'll make sure you no longer exist.
Oh! Oh, I'm just gonna continue the assault, Josh.
Go right ahead.
Oh, fuck, what else do I get? Oh, this is why we're here. This is why we're here. I'll use level 11. Here we go. Because I can't technically download 12. I wonder who fucked Comcast in the ass to turn it off.
I mean, I think Comcast owners just do that.
Oh my god. And Josh, after that, hit him with the frenzying smite.
Oh, Jesus. So, as you lift up again, you could see Gatz's enormous, now black and red arms filled with muscles and hulking brute form immediately lift this blade up one-handed now, and with just full brunt and force screaming out in a furious rage, slams this blade down and straight through the middle of him. And as you see, ribs, spine, torso just split apart and go flying across this entire courtyard. At this point, you see the shadow creep through Gatz's blade and immediately grabs the one piece of his puzzle and immediately explodes his entire essence across the whole courtyard, leaving nothing more than a bloodstain. With your vision, and Gatz, your vision as well, you see what looks like to be the final form and essence, the shadow of Ishak's very spirit, being ripped apart and shredded by the magic that reached out to grab onto this person's being and completely rip it apart from existence.
If you ever wanted to do that again, I could make hole on that guy.
Oh, fuck that. Oh my god, I'm so erect right now.
Did I hear the box when it was like talking to him or whatever?
You heard it clear as day. Only you and Gatz, though. Those marked by it.
Well,
Josh, I do a victory roar.
So who was that?
Yeah, that's a
I'm
good
roaring.
question.
I'm too busy.
Who the fuck did you just murder?
a deserter from the box.
Neat.
One who used to serve its purposes, but no longer.
Alrighty then.
I too dailied that man. He deserves it.
Take another 6-hour rest.
Okay.
Did he literally walk in and then just got completely obliterated before he even said anything?
Yep. You know, well, you don't know, but Gats knows Ishak was a man of very little words.
I mean, yeah, but
now
still.
no longer anymore.
Wasn't he in like the first session and then he didn't come back?
He was in the first two, and
Yeah,
then
because I always vaguely remember the name, but it always has to be explained to me.
Ishak.
Yeah.
I believe it was played by Brandon.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, like I remember the first two sessions was like really fun. We like fucked over like in almost the entire like I think it was a castle that Tom put us at.
Yeah.
And then he never came back, so that session just ended in a mystery.
The game was fucking funny. Anyways.
So, on the ground, the only real thing left beside his somewhat half-split fucking pelvis and legs and bloody ankles is a strange little onyx-looking tablet. It's engraved with different little scriptures and signs. Gats, when you pick it up, you realize this is a soul siphon key focus.
Oh, cool! You're just giving me a key focus just out of nowhere. Cool.
Well, he was a monk. You assumed that this was his.
I toss it to the side.
Man, everybody that we kill really seems to just have like items for pseudo on them.
Well, it is a
At the
land
ro-
of martial arts.
At the wrong time, though.
I'm gonna go pick it up because it's worth the money.
Yeah. You pick it up.
I mean, if you guys don't sell it before Pseudo gets back, he'll take it if he knows about it.
Yeah, no. I mean, so far at this point, I'm gonna sell it because it doesn't look like wants to bring him back anytime soon.
So you pick it up. You realize what it is as well. Is a soul siphon key focus, obviously meant for a martial artist, and it's a +4.
Yeah, of course it's a +4. It's always a +4. Okay, well,
Yeah,
it goes in the magical bag.
compensation. I think this is just compensation for not getting anything out of Lava at this point.
That bitch dead now. Just like that. Overheated.
But let's see. The utility daily power on that free action, you kill a non-minion creature adjacent to you with an attack using its key focus, you gain 2 healing surges.
That sounds pretty sexy.
Yeah.
It's very good for prolonged fighting.
Mm-hmm. So, well, pretty much now, all there is to leave the castle and the bloodstain behind.
And the bloodstain behind. Any Oni that comes in, they're just gonna see like, what the fuck happened here?
Yeah, there's just gonna be a fucking pair of legs, no real pelvis to speak of, and just blood everywhere.
Mess with our god and your pelvis goes missing. It's the new recruitment video for Gemini. It just shows Gats pulverizing a guy.
I'm just thinking back to that discussion of Gats for president and he's slaughtering children in the fucking room.
Everybody's cheering me. It's a nation of evil people.
Oh god. Alright.
Likes to disconnect me every once in a while.
Oh, that's
Gats winning the presidential election because Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump can't keep up with him. He's not either of them, so his popularity is soaring.
They literally can't keep up with him. He's killing everyone.
Nobody will be left to vote at this rate.
Yeah.
Alright. So, basically, as Gats kind of walks up with his semi-transformation still holding, he just picks up the tree that's barring the door, tosses it aside, just shoves the doors wide open. What you would you could tell would usually take a normal person a good amount of time just to get the tree open and then the tree removed from the bar, and then the doors open themselves because they are entirely made of metal.
Slamming that shit open, dude. Just.
And as you start to stride into the swamp, well, I don't know if you've blown the whistle or you're just heading south on the map.
I think we decided not to blow the whistle because we didn't actually know a destination. It wouldn't really do any good, considering, like, I thought that she would have gotten enough of a vision that she would have known it to be able to use the whistle, but if she just got some vague wording, then, you know, it doesn't really do any good.
Yeah, we just head south.
Because we can see the heavily natured area, so we have a decent guide. Hopefully the general area.
Alright. So, as you're kind of trekking out, we have a map. If anyone would like to roll a nature with a plus, I'll say 5, since you got a full, like, pristine map of the area.
You actually, there's actually a bonus built into the map for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could do a nature.
I can also do a nature. Let me scroll down. You gain a +2 bonuses to nature checks and perception checks to navigate through areas mapped by this item.
Alright, so then it would be +2.
My nature's 13, so.
Oh, okay, so you would beat mine by 1 point, so go ahead.
50.
My next feat, I think I'm going to pick up Jack of all trades, because that's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's pretty
Got
fun.
a 20 for navigation.
Alright, so you know exactly where to go. You activate your GPS. Peeps acts like an extended antenna.
Peeps, I need better reception. Squawk! Holds on to my shoulders, just sticks the knob, and it's just like.
The little tail goes up.
We got a full rest, Joe, so you can heal up.
Gotcha.
Yes. And Kaida, you're possibly familiar with some of these areas. Seeing how this would be closer to home, possibly. As well as, let's see, Black Steel Hoof.
Hmm?
You would know that these areas are the more ward areas from basically the Onis having small skirmishes. You haven't really heard of large armies, especially not from the description of what was on the castle, but it's easy to assume that it was some time ago before they were driven back a little more better than by the Emperor's army for Minkai as well.
Black will relay some of this Black will relay the information to Yuna. She seems to try and keep chatty.
As well as you would also know that in these parts, there's people who speak of rumors like strange sights, like bodies getting up from the ground, you know, amalgamations being in the water, and even like massive Oni witches that curse your soul to constantly serve them and do what they bid for the rest of eternity, and you're not even allowed to fully rot and die. There's also the other rumor as well. Many tales that you've heard before of an older castle half sunken into a swamp owned by a great beast that no one seems to have seen or survived from, only heard the loud call from, and that there's a vault of treasure somewhere deep within the swamp waters.
You know, now that you've said that, mentally I've just gone, that's where he is. There's no other place he could be. Let's think about this rationally. But no, Black will sort of begin spinning like, sort of just like, I really wish I should have bought her a guitar or something so that she could just fucking strum it, sort of like Western stuff. But she'll just slowly unravel like tales to the group as we're, I suppose, either trying to move through or get directions across this place. She'll explain the rumors and explain the stories.
Alright. So, going through the swamp, just passing time, trying to get through the first 10-mile trek here. It is rather sluggish. There's a lot of mud and sinkholes, a lot to be careful of. You're not entirely sure what's good ground and footing or what just looks like good ground and footing, and it could just be plants floating on top of the water that you could fall through entirely and get stuck underneath.
Alright, there I am. Sorry about that. I don't know where I got off. Where did I cut off, Josh?
Telling tales and such. And just
Yeah, so she'll just tell everyone like the stories and stuff like that.
Alright.
Just she'll add a bit of, extra padding or extra fluff, trying to keep it interesting.
Some tall tales.
Yeah, just like Southerners' tales or wives' tales. Just stretch the truth a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Make it seem a little bit more fantastic.
Massive 80-foot snakes that swallow horses whole.
Oh, nothing like that, but definitely things like ravenous, like wasp swarms or tales of swamp dragons made of trees.
So,
timberwolves, things like that.
As as you're going through, I like the timberwolves one. That's good. So,
yeah.
As you're going through, there's a few close calls, but Paracelsus manages to keep everyone on track, especially since she's got a lot more weight in her step. It's easier to tell for where it would be easier to sink down. And you come to a strange little clearing. It looks like a mixture of war machines, myriads of dead soldiers that have been long decayed, and an odd mixture of freshly dead Oni, and one statue kind of standing in the middle of it all, just completely stone. Its back is to you in your direction, you're not sure. It looks to be about 3 feet tall, and it looks like it's holding a pipe, almost like if it was just a common fisherman just smoking a pipe, gazing out over the field, which is strange because it's gazing out in the direction over all where the freshly dead Oni are.
Should I shoot it?
Would I know any tales about said statue, or is it just a statue that's here?
You could roll perception. Just looks like a statue.
Oh, yeah, perception. Yeah, sure, I'll roll perception. It's like one of my better skills. Bonuses at the... No, I do have a decent revenue.
Alright.
Oh, my coin loaded! Holy shit!
Welcome in.
He's alive!
Well, you're about to disconnect
hey.
again.
Step 1 complete.
That's a nice perception.
Very, very nice. So, as you're watching the statue, you kind of get like what looks like a faint shimmer around it. Nothing above it or below it, just exactly the size it is. Just like, it just doesn't feel like the statue is exactly stone. You kind of see, like, it looks like an actual person from this distance. And you could actually see clear as day, there's smoke coming out of the pipe. Like it's fresh lit.
I suppose that this is a very intelligent disguise, and therefore I would like to see if I could use an arcana to get rid of the disguise.
Alright. You can...
I'll at least tell everyone to hold up first.
So you just tell everyone to hold up. If anyone else would like to roll a perception or an insight at this point, seeing how you kind of feel there's something up.
I mean,
Am I about to see the
yeah, sure.
genome layer of Josh?
I'll join the insight. I'll insight it, I'll look inquisitively.
My checks are the same. Once I get this sheet.
Insight. Insight. I roll insight.
All right, so
Here it goes. I'm gonna hit him with the shining finger.
erupting, burning finger.
I said shining, Josh.
Nah, you leveled up.
We're level 12.
No. Oh, yeah. You definitely level 12.
So we don't use pleb shit.
Yeah. No plebeians.
Nope.
But you know, and kind of, you definitely get a sense of where Black Steelhoof is looking, and you do realize this at the same that the statue is not a statue at all, and probably someone just kind of holding still for the time being, though very short stature. Kaida, you could see clear through this. You've seen magics like this, especially among your people, plenty of time when hiding in animal form or other magics, that this is just clearly someone trying to either hide or, you know, not draw attention for where they are. Maybe they just...
I think we should shoot it.
Now hold on, y'all.
Hold Kaida. If they've killed Oni, we know they're at least not hostile. Or shouldn't be. Let's go speak to this person. After all, they may have information.
Maybe it didn't have anything other than Oni to kill.
This person's still sitting completely still.
Let's go look into the magic item bag.
I'm
I
just gonna
suppose.
start walking towards him.
Alright.
This person's only about 3 feet tall.
Huh.
Oh, you didn't even mention that. I would have started walking towards them before that. They sound jolly.
Yeah.
I thought...
Pipe weed.
Are they near the 30-foot tall statue?
No, it's a 3 foot tall statue in the middle of the field.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you said 30.
No,
which is-
no, my bad.
Yes.
Yeah, 30
Yeah, I was
foot
gonna.
tall. Sorry for that misinterpretation. I guess I misspoke.
30-foot tall statue of a 3-foot tall man. By my
That's a
estimation,
good idea. I'll have to remember that one for another time. Oh, God.
The statue looks like it's of a 3-foot tall man. How big's the statue? It looks like it's of a 3-foot tall man.
But no, so you just gonna go up and try and dispel it?
No.
I
Wait,
kind of
what?
wanted to do that.
Alright, if you
Oh, and you're talking to her.
yeah, you can go ahead and try if you want. It's just Arcana, because it's very clearly magic that's going on here.
So, you know, do you want to talk to it first, or do you want me to dispel it?
Yeah, like I'm just approaching, and when I'm within earshot range, like speaking distance to this figure, I'll call out to him. Hail.
No response. Remains as still as possible.
I'll approach to the front, like kind of do a circle and approach to the front of the thing's vision.
Right. You can clearly see, even though there's a disguise here, it's very obvious this person is smoking while trying to look like a statue.
Yeah, very well. If the statue will not speak, perhaps I shall remodel it. And I brandish my scythe.
If it was a statue, I don't think it's gonna be threatened by a scythe.
you kind of see the solid eyes completely black, and you kind of see the head twitch at this point. Now it looks down at the edge of your scythe.
I'll lower it and just say, as I thought. Who are you? What are you doing here? Did you kill these Oni?
Definitely not. As he,
I want to kill it.
No!
It's Cooper Shack.
Oh my god, it's actually Kuposhak. No! By no, I mean God, yes.
I love Rossi.
I think we should have gone with my original plan.
Yes, Kuposhak will rise.
As he
While we're speaking, I wave my party members closer.
He drops the illusion. Perceptive.
Well, we are searching for someone.
I hope they're not here.
Did you kill these Oni?
Maybe. What's it to you? As he takes another very long drag of his pipe.
Well, we're not Oni, so...
Congratulations.
So we would have no qualms about them being killed. It's just a question. What's your name?
What's yours?
I am Yuno. You know.
Toy.
You know? I don't know. What is your name?
Yuno.
I don't know your name.
Black will then sort of she'll just sort of pat Yuno's back. No, she means her name is Yuno.
Now yours.
Ah, cool.
Cool.
Yes.
Poshak.
So I would know his name, right? Because we did find that journal.
You know
Yeah,
his
Paracel's-
initials.
KP.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Would I have made that connection considering how much I read it?
Yeah, you could.
Possibly,
I mean,
but how could this odd little man?
I mean, I'm just asking, you know. I mean,
There's a subtle like feeling, maybe, but
yeah. I mean, I'll wait to see what else he talks about.
Huh. Well. What brings you out here?
bodies. I
These-
like these bodies.
These bodies bring you out here? Are you collecting them?
Items. And he kind of opens up like this huge bag of like knickknacks. It looks like random just trash that he's collected from all these people. Like not even anything of worth. It's like needles, rusted bronze rings, you know, odd little items, like even a toenail from one of the Oni.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yes, yes. I
Well-
like these knickknacks. They're very valuable, highly valuable, very useful. This rusty needle
Well-
could be made use. Plenty of fishing nets.
Sure. Well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. You're obviously a very busy man. Have you heard of a man named Oric?
Arik. He kind of like bites the end of his pipe repeatedly, sticks his finger in where it's still hot. You kind of see where it would look like it burns, but he kind of gives like a small tip of flame to his finger and just kind of starts smoking like that. Harry, short, stocky, bulky, carries a staff.
All I know is he travels with a companion.
Is his companion hairier than him?
So you know this man.
No.
Have you seen this man?
Yes.
This
I've
guy's
never dealt
literally
with
20 questions.
I've never dealt with this person before, and even I want to murder him.
You people don't understand the glory that is Kuposhak. He's a proper gnome.
I look over at Gats, and
He's
I
a
imagine
proper
there's
cunt.
some like heavy breathing going on.
Even short like a child.
We should kill him.
You know, they have
I agree.
potions for that. I think it's called
Yep.
asthma.
Can I strike at him?
Somebody's ass mother. If you want.
You call my mother an ass, I'll give you one whooping beating.
For you?
Are you actually doing that, Brad?
Like, this guy's annoying as shit.
Please, let me get the location first. If I at all notice you approaching him, I'll hold up a hand.
Royaro's got his daggers. Kaina's got the fucking shadow bow strung and ready. Gats is like one.
Fuck off! I'm still in my fucking fox form.
Okay, you have the mouth open and ready with like a mini version of the bow on your tongue.
That's fucking hilarious.
I have you now. It's like the Death Star.
Yeah, he
fucking.
he kind of turns and he like picks up like one of the War Machine's like broken wheels. He kind of like pulls the metal rim off, like, yeah, that's good, and he like kind of rumples it and, you know, tries to fold the metal and stuffs it in his bag with everything else.
If you can tell me his location, I will reward you with a trinket.
Trinkets. I like trinkets are fun.
Yes. So where is he?
He quickly just like dumps out the pipe, throws it in the bag with all his other trinkets. To the south. You get a lot of milk out of that one, don't you?
Whoa! Does he actually say that?
Yep. And then he
Black.
kind of looks he looks to Peeps and Paris. Like, yes, immortality.
I just want to kill myself. Shit.
Do you want to pet the dragon? Many
Black
people
also-
do.
If Yuno looks towards Black, she looks incredibly offended.
Yes. I'll be thinking to myself, I need to hurry this along before.
You can see him like almost lost from the conversation. He starts going over towards Peeps, like, yes, he's adorable.
To the south, where specifically? Any nearby landmarks where places that he likes to hang out?
Hang out. Well, there's the
You know, be, stay, live, sleep.
Oh, why didn't you just say that?
Damn, that's Hood.
He thinks for a long, hard minute, and then kind of like spaces out while petting Peeps. Peeps is just squeaking.
Peeps breaks out into a rendition of "Staying Alive."
So,
Wow.
he comes out of his stupor, which takes about 10 seconds. He's like, trees, large, druids, lots of druids, lots of magic druids. Yes, they stay south. What were those trees called again? Sakura tree. Yeah. They have a lot of sakura trees that way. It was Fang. Something Fang. Fancy play on beasts. You all have asthma, don't you? I hear a lot of heavy breathing. You need to start jogging a lot more.
Would I know anything about the tree he's talking about?
For
Sakura trees.
For that, yeah, you would know they're pretty commonly kept, but there's a pretty big grove to the north that you heard about. They're extraordinarily beautiful and extremely well kept. Kaida and Black would both know this grove extremely well. The exact direction of this deep in the forest is a little bit off. And
But Ku said it was to the south, right?
yes,
What is he lying, by the way?
roll an insight.
Crushed it.
You know he's perfectly honest as much as he's psychotic.
Okay.
And as you look at him with your vision, you don't see any aura at all.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to take a quick peek.
Mm-hmm.
Can we kill him and put him in the box anyway?
You know we'll never stop you from killing a random person for no reason, so I mean I won't command you to. But if that happens.
Oh, I love it. So
Well, I believe I have everything I need. Thank you for the information.
yes. But don't you need a name?
A name?
Of the location.
Yeah, you mentioned it was in the forest with the trees, right? Something.
It's Fangdang Forest.
Fangdang Forest?
Yes.
Yes, we saw the forest on our map. If it's the same place.
He kind of looks to the fox beside him. Good doggy. And like scratches your ear.
She growls.
Oh.
Aw, hating on Ku. It's current year.
Temperamental. When's the last time you fed this one?
Not in a while. She's quite hungry.
He immediately like goes over to an Oni body and like cuts off a hand.
Holy shit.
No.
Is it a real fox?
She doesn't eat that garbage.
Ah, that's true. These things are filthy. I mean, look at these nails. He like holds up the hand. You see like caked on dirt and shit. He's like examining it like a manicurist. I really should file down more often. I mean, yet again, like, could you imagine how big the nail clippers would need to be for these?
I just kind
use
of
a smaller one and work your way around.
I turn to the group as he's like examining this hand. I'll be like, kind of give the motion like he's crazy, and just kind of say like, I guess we got all the information we need.
Yes. If you need more, I live further in there. And he like points deeper into the swamp.
Yes, we'll follow the trail of dead Oni.
Really? That could be a good song.
Have you thought about leaving a trail of dead Oni to your house?
I've never thought of that. I'm going to get started right away. They're very heavy. You can see him like starting to try and lift up one of these arms. Oh, you're fat. Meanwhile, it's like a fucking 15-foot tall Oni body that's now laying there with no hand on one arm. And fucking just 3 eyes, a club, and just a loincloth. You do be careful. There's strange things walking around.
I'll just give him like a nod.
I've seen graveyards get up. But that's another time. Have fun. Oh.
Alright.
And beware, very large shadow. Very big shadow.
A shadow.
Huge! Bigger than any shadow I've seen. Brad dies.
No, that's actually not me disconnecting over and over again.
Well, I'll kind of motion everyone to proceed on, I guess.
Okay. I think everything.
Just be careful. You don't want to sink in the swamp.
Oh, good. I get back and I already have a migraine again. It's fantastic. It's magic. Who knew I could get a migraine in 2 microseconds of being away?
And better than one that never ended.
I'm surprised you did outright mud of the sky. Okay.
He didn't murder him because it's Kupo Shack, I'm gonna be honest.
There's more power in his tiny pinky.
I've wanted him dead for years now.
He's escaping again.
He's gotten away once more.
I want Kupo Shack to be super over leveled, like he has 3 epic destinies.
Dude, alright, so since this is how Kupo Shack's gonna be, I want him to be like that DC character. Oh god, what the fuck is his name?
He's several gods reincarnated in one body.
As
This
Gats, you definitely do take note that there's another bag on his back pocket.
Oh, excuse me. Is that what's in his bag on the back pocket?
Yeah, a back pocket dragon. Fucking. You do notice there's a very bloody bag on his backside, though, opposed to his trinket bag.
Didn't he just say he was collecting fingernails?
Oh, he's collecting fingernails, but he cut that one off fully. Like, this one's very distinctly shaped. Gats, you recognize it as a head bag.
As a head bag? Ooh.
Yeah.
The 3-foot tall man has a head bag?
Yep.
Look, I've got an idea for dealing with him, okay? We get a bag of holding, stuff it over his head, break the bag.
You're not breaking my bag of holding. This thing's worth a lot.
That's okay, I've got a spare one.
But can you replace the valuables inside?
Yeah, that's...
I have a handy haversack. I'm pretty sure I could hold a lot more than I do.
I know what you're referring to. The only way to defeat that guy is to make him say his own name.
Kuposhak.
Yeah,
he has to say it like 3 times.
No, he has. Yeah, he makes a deal. It's in Superman. There's a video of it, which is really where it's basically he will continue to plague Superman until Superman can get him to say his own name. And he does this through varying methods. And eventually he's like, okay, now you need to get me to say my name backwards. And it's like, and then Superman tricks him to do that. And then he's like, okay, now you'll have to make me write my own name forward and backward at the exact same time. And not only I could see it, everyone in Metropolis can see it. So Superman makes him give chase and fly around the whole city, and obviously he skywrites his name. Front and backward across the entire sky of Metropolis. Let me grab it, it's brilliant.
So, what do you want to do with the tiny man as he's now kind of poking around?
Alright then. That was interesting.
After a couple of minutes, you suddenly hear, like, some kind of jingle. He's like, oh, useful. And it, like, opens up a small bag, and you just hear what sounds like the clink of coin pouring into his pocket.
Damn, he's either loaded or he robbed me while he was petting peeps. We'll find out later, considering I hold the party's money, apparently. Anyways, are we gonna continue? Am I actually lagging? Can nobody hear me?
No, we hear
I
you.
can hear you, just kind of...
Waiting on everyone's decision if they go south or what they plan to do.
I was, motioning for everyone to, move on unless you know, someone was
Let's
going to
move it
assault
on
this man.
out.
Yeah, I mean, I was ready to move on.
Alright.
I hope he reappears later.
Yeah, I hope he reappears so Black can give him a punch to the face.
Yeah, you really kowtowed to his argument. You should really
She's a southerner. She has like a limit, you know. There's like polite conversation, but if you just like reference that so abruptly, you get very deep.
You know Koo well now. Oh man.
Well, as we're walking, I'll say like, well, that was a very strange one. I could tell some of you didn't appreciate his comments.
I didn't appreciate him in general. She'll sort of drop teeth.
eh.
Does... Never mind, I'm not even gonna go there.
What?
Oh god.
Alright.
So, as you continue your trek through the swamp, you do kind of notice, even though there's that war field, as you're walking by all these Oni, you realize that the further and further back you go through this line of death, and you just kind of hear the small man in the background in the distance just as he falls down in the water. Just immediately scream and a splash.
I wonder how he killed all those Oni.
So, as you see further back, there looks to be like a rather large scorch mark and some burnt trees.
Burnt trees, you said?
Yes. As well as all the Oni that seem further back in the line, you can see mixtures of what looks like to be archers and other people who would be giving quick orders, kind of more of a captain type or, you know, more higher up foot soldiers. They
Perhaps he
all
was
don't have
just as-
hands.
I'd like to steal their arrows if they have any.
Yeah, they have plenty of arrows.
I have bags full, so I'm just going to take all of them.
You would easily find like probably close to 600 arrows.
Fuck yes!
Well, before you pick up 600 arrows, I would probably say we need to be moving.
I mean, most of them are probably in quivers. It doesn't...
Oh,
You're
Yeah.
probably... Like, I
You
mean,
just
they
scoop
were
them as you go.
marching.
alright.
But
I'd probably stop around the 300 mark. I think that's probably enough.
you definitely do realize though that all these Oni have no hands in the back line here. At all. Like somebody cut them off. But there's no hands in sight.
Perhaps that was what was in that bloody bag.
For that many, you would know there'd be far too much for that small bag. And you know that a bag of holding would not bleed.
Oh, that's...
Unnerving.
I don't know.
Maybe he had a hand he didn't want to put in a bag of holding.
So, continuing forth from the field of decimation and the strange psychotic little man. This cat menacingly creeps in for one last round.
Dude, like, I'm going in and out, like, it'll disconnect me, reconnect me, disconnect me, reconnect me, disconnect me, reconnect me.
This is a metaphor for a pseudo's life right now.
Basically.
Yeah, how hard is pseudo screaming inside of his skull right now?
Pretty
Dude, we don't know.
fucking hard. Let me out, you stupid fuck! Stop doing shit!
It's my turn!
It's
I don't know, Gats really didn't
more-
get to do enough killing yet. I mean, he's only killed 2 people.
That's true.
One was a very satisfying kill, though.
I mean, yeah, you know, but it's like, I mean, Got's probably somebody who likes the quantity.
Yeah.
I like the quantity over quality.
I mean, you know, you don't get as much blood from quality as you do from quantity.
That's true.
Can't paint the town red with one guy, you know?
It's a Fang Bang Forest. Yeah, let's go to Fang Bang Forest. I don't think we need to continue our quest.
It was called something like that.
Saying forest just sounds like I'm gonna go into the forest and there's gonna be everywhere fucking, and I'm not gonna be okay with it.
They're just literal, just fangs, like the teeth are just like rubbing on each other, and you're just like, what is happening? Where am I?
I don't like this.
I find this displeasing.
I have to turn.
So,
Do I see a yellow line?
they didn't blow the whistle yet.
Oh, I typed it in.
Oh.
I'll ask for the whistle. I attune it to Fang Bang Forest.
Oh, my bad. I didn't see that. Yes. So, actually, hold on. Oh, never mind. Yeah, because you just picture it in your mind.
Well, you have to know, you have to be like sort of familiar with the location, meaning you probably have to know where it is, like geographically, sort of. Which would probably be the most generous way to interpret it.
Yeah.
I figured with the name and the general kind of approximation, it might be good enough.
I mean, okay, by its actual description, it says you picture in your mind a destination you have visited before, so I mean, that's
Oh,
entirely up to
okay.
Josh.
Visited before, okay, never mind.
Then
Yeah,
I would say
they-
it would have to be Black Steel or the Gray Fox.
Okay, I thought it was
Like,
something else. Okay.
yeah.
Never mind.
Gray Fox?
Well, if Black did hear the name and it is familiar to her,
Fox.
she could definitely point them. She could definitely do it.
Mm-hmm.
You've been there?
Well, I am a Minotaur, so I mean, if I had to travel through the region from wherever the Minotaur capital is on this world, I probably must have stopped here once. If
Yeah,
not,
the-
there's probably like a Minotaur colony or something here.
So you've been to the forest?
Would I have, Josh? I think I would have.
For that, yes, you definitely would have passed through that area before.
Yeah.
I'll give the whistle to her then.
Yeah, she will then. She'll examine the whistle and then she'll just sort of shrug and she'll give it a toot.
As you do, you immediately see the yellow line pointing south and then kind of turns, correcting its course a little bit. It's south, but leans a little bit southwest.
Sorry if I ain't the best flute player. I prefer guitars. She'll pass, the flute pack.
It's a whistle.
Well, so it goes to show how much I know. No harmonica. Or cowbell. She'll sort of grit her teeth and look to the side.
Oh,
So
You know what we need? More cowbell.
We ain't getting another. If we get a cowbell, I'm gonna crush it in my hand.
As we're following the line, I'll just kind of say to Ryaru, so you said you liked that strange character earlier. Joe, muted.
Joe.
Deep offense has been taken.
Okay, I had my headset off. I was plugging it in. What happened?
I said,
God.
Ryaru, so you said you actually liked that strange character earlier.
I liked his enthusiasm.
Saw something of yourself in him, did you?
I mean, look at all these handless corpses. Yeah, kind of.
Well, there's no saying that he did that.
I'm willing
I'd
to put my
guess
money.
I would say he's some kind of scavenger. After all, who collects those kind of trinkets? A madman is who.
He did seem quite mad.
Grr.
It was funny, he didn't even ask for the trinket I promised him.
Maybe he stole it from you when you weren't looking.
I'd check my bag.
You know, it'd be great is if he somehow managed to steal the box.
Oh my god.
He knew. He knew all along.
The heist of the century.
If he, if he did, we have an excuse to kill him, and I'm okay with that.
I don't think.
You're missing.
Are you going to actually check? I hope you're going to actually check.
Well, I can feel it. It's up against like my skin and my armor.
You feel like you see one python is missing.
Oh my
Okay,
god, what a
well.
hero.
What?
It's tense, it's like a steak.
Yeah. One python
Huh.
is missing.
From the box?
No, from her bag.
Oh, thank God.
Huh.
Like from our
Must have
climbing
fallen out.
Oh dude, the soul from a tent steak, how valuable.
No, just imagine if it took like a shot of the box.
Wow. For that, who'd have to pull it from the box.
Well, he already did it once. He can do it again.
That's true. But that
Yeah, I'm
did
the only one that
require a
actually knows that ritual. I've exempted that from the notes that I gave to Yuno to read when she had spare time. Mainly because I want nobody to ever know that ritual.
Good.
So, as you continue traveling further south into this mire, trying to get closer to the thicker forest groves, you smell this almost rancid and sickening smell. And there's a sudden mist of fog that falls over the entire area, obscuring your views. It's almost too thick to see through. As you kind of see what looks like this massive shadow passing by. And as you kind of hear what almost sounds like gliding as something kind of sifts through the air. A few branches cracking on the trees as it goes by. Whatever it is, it's large and it's moving very, very quick and around you. You get a very deep and urgent sense to kind of just strike up guard as you feel something is just kind of staring down at you almost, kind of sizing you up. And it's extremely hard to tell where it is until you kind of see what looks like shadow just kind of trying to surround you, going around and around. And then the size of this creature, or whatever it is massive. It almost looks serpent-like, but it seems to be gliding through the air, not touching the water and not making a single sound on the surface, but constantly breaking the tree branches and the bushes and reeds. And for all but a brief moment from the mists itself, you do see, for probably one of the first few times, one of the mythical dragons that everyone speaks of, as it kind of just stares down at you, its massive size, its head and mouth proportionate to probably swallow Gats or Betty whole. And as its cold, vibrant eyes stare down at you, you can see it's kind of sizing you up. It's looking at your gear, it's looking at your items, your tools, your equipment, even the size of coin bags that you might have, as you kind of feel this almost sickly breath kind of pass over you for a brief moment. And then just as fast as it kind of swept in, you see this face, not even the body, just the face alone, disappear back into the shadows of the fog, and it immediately starts to pass away by you again, ignoring you wholly, as you hear more and more trees snapping as it goes off into the distance, kind of quickly gliding below the tree line.
Does the fog go with it?
Mm-hmm. It takes a good couple of minutes, but after that, it goes in the same direction that you saw Ku was pointing. And where you just came from, where Ku was, heading in his direction.
Maybe it's his pet.
Well, he warned us about the shadow. Surely if it was his pet, he would have some kind of name for it and know more about it. Just my assumption.
Maybe it eats hands. Anyways.
As the fog starts to fully clear, you see a tree that wasn't there before. And after a minute, you finally realize that once the fog fully clears up and the dragon is gone, this is not a tree at all. It is actually an amalgamation formed from human bone and oni bone. As it kind of looks down at you and now starts to lumber towards you with a mace made entirely of human skeleton and plant.
Is it made out of lots of hands?
No. It's a good question. You never know. So, roll initiative.
Where did that come from?
What?
Told y'all there was monsters.
What glorious insight.
Not inside. Is that initiative? Okay. Nice.
I'm so mad.
Oh wow, Real Armor is even shit in an eye.
He's on point, baby.
He deserves it.
Boy. Bottom of the list.
It's
Bottom of
okay.
the list.
Oh my fucking god. Oh,
Anytime I could reference llamas with hats it's worth a one.
it's a good day.
Josh.
Yes?
I'm not on the.
Oh. Need to click on your token. Let's see. There we are.
It's the Gray Fox!
Great Fox!
Man.
What was the one guy? Hieronymus Lex?
Erogenous Rex.
What?
I don't
I
know.
watched that movie. It was pretty good.
Oh man. Oh, where is it? Where? Alright. So,
Yeah, I guess for the sake of getting CA for other people. Oh good, I can easily like circle around it with 8 steps. And I'll just use Grasp and Claw.
ooh, very nice. That is definitely connecting. Immediately. You're still in wolf form, or not, fox form, right?
Yeah.
So you just immediately come around, start biting into its bone leg, start tearing away chunks. You can tell that even though there is a lot of it, there's a mixture of some are brittle, some are old, and you get this distinct taste of rotting vegetation on your tongue. Oh, Bradley.
I mean, it is just claws.
Brad being late to the damn party.
Gosh, I'm trying so hard.
So, will that be all?
Yeah.
Alright, so Getz. Another sizable competitor to fight.
Looks like it's time to fight. Oh, that's an appropriate noise.
He still keeps his voice.
What was that?
That was Peeps' voice actor. Offset.
That's Brad. It's pretty
Oh.
much what being around Brad is like 24/7.
Josh,
Yes.
you know that black slime that almost consumed back when we were fighting Moo?
Correct.
I found its image.
Oh.
That's not human. That's not of this earth.
No, it's not. It's the wretched time.
Boy. No, that's Far Realm,
Oh yeah.
buddy.
It's a creepy image. Oh boy. So as Gats is running up. you
Wait,
don't-
Josh, I'm re-rolling.
Oh.
You did, and
You're
it
doing
didn't do
very
you much
well.
better.
What? Okay. Did it miss again?
Yeah.
Yes,
Dank.
that might hit.
Yes, that will hit.
Welcome to 40, where a 9 is a hit.
Oh god. Thankfully, you finally hit. Gats goes in for his favorite style of attack of and just immediately
That's you, Mike.
smashing bone after bone after bone off of this behemoth creature.
Smashing.
I hit him with a dread smite, Josh, of 5 cold and necrotic. With ongoing 5.
And he's immediately weakened.
Forever.
Forevermore.
Ow.
Ongoing 5 cold and necrotic. Alright.
Alright, you're gonna have to either shift next to me or just anything. For the until my next turn, just in general.
Yep, because he'll strike you dead.
Well, you can move up to you, but just not past you.
Yeah. Josh,
Mm-hmm.
2 more damage from Warpath.
2 more. Yes.
You do
That's
have
it.
combat advantage if that helps you at all.
It's only with the other ability.
Excuse me.
With my Blackguard abilities.
Okay, I'm just calling it
Yeah,
out.
we got this. Okay.
So, Great Fox is going with Paracelsus.
Alright.
Peeps looks ready and on point and guard. His mouth crackles with the lightning and the force energies.
What does that even look like? Is it just like the air quaking?
You literally see, like, he opens his mouth. It's almost like when you see heat rising, it starts to ripple.
Well, that's fucking sick. Alright, okay, I'm gonna take out the great bow. And I'm going to anchor it in the ground, because I imagine something as tall as me probably needs that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go for the traditional, I guess this. Let's hope I made this macro, right?
Oh, fuck.
Yes, I did. Okay.
How do you have that power?
The reason why I changed again because Josh wanted like ranged damage so we could actually mix up encounters, and it was another interesting thing. But
Are we
Yeah,
not
and-
curtain? Are we not curtain buddies anymore? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, no, we broke up. I'm sorry.
Ah, I might as well just kill this now.
Yeah, but it means now me and Paracelsus, we're ranged buddies.
Curtain buddy.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, well, I did not do that macro very well, but yeah, let's just resolve it at that.
alright.
Target is slowed.
You know.
Anyways.
You see the arrow launch forward from Paracelsus with immense skill. It's like she's done this for years.
I scratch my head. Yeah. I'll move up next to Gats. I will make this thing my, oath. Swear an oath against him. And I will attack it. So... let's see.
Damn.
Did I roll 4? I did. So 36 damage.
Very, very nice. So you run up and sweep your scythe straight across it and just see bones go flying from it. Femurs and finger bones and even skulls come ripping out from the side of it. You just hear like faint whispers as it's close to you.
Okay, that's my turn.
Alright. So, for the first he takes 10 damage total from that. As he is just kind of looking around, you can see the multiple heads twisting on its body. Its mace kind of raised up, and it kind of shifts a lot of the broken bones up to the front of its chest, as it now kind of looks at Gats, and Black as they're more clustered together, and immediately goes to do a bone volley as this. Well, actually, wait. No, actually, it would be Gray Fox as well, as this is a burst 3. As all the bones reshape on its body, all the now broken pieces point up with all the shards going outward and launch forth from its body with immense force. This is going to be versus all your reflexes. So, first, Black Betty.
I'm back. Oh, okay.
And then Gats versus Reflex.
So,
What was
which one's mine?
Last one.
The 29, and then kinda all your reflexes.
That'll
so? I'm good.
Missed me.
Damn it, that just meant.
hit. I'm hit by about 5 points.
All right.
Yeah, anything.
So cut that in half. That'd be 11 damage to the both of you, and you're both dazed. Save ends as these shards and femurs and skulls just launch out, broken. Some cutting into you, some sinking a little bit into your skin. Other bits and bone kind of slamming into your joints and your face, kind of throwing you off mark for a moment.
Alright, so 11 damage? Okay.
Yep. And now let's just make it save ends. So, for is it the weaken? Nope. For necrotic and for frost. Right, so just necrotic is off.
Just necrotic.
Necrotic. Okay. Black Betty, you only have one standard action, unfortunately.
Okay, I suppose I guess I can't shift. Okay.
Unfortunately, its effects have dazed.
Can I attempt to shoot this thing?
Yes. You can still use all your powers. Dazed just means you only have a standard action, that's it.
Right, radical. Okay, I think I've set this up right, so... Magic. 26 for the AC?
That will hit.
12, alright. Each ally adjacent to me gains a +1 power bonus to attack rolls, gains a +4 dead damage. So enjoy that rewire when Paracelsus.
And peeps.
And peeps, yeah.
I
Nice.
forgot I can sick peeps now on people too.
Mm-hmm. Just be careful of that force breath.
Yeah, that too.
Rayaru,
Okay.
feel invigorated by your Minotaur ally.
So I'll go in. Go here. And I will
I just achieved victory.
go to Thundering Roar.
Where's the advantage?
Oh,
If
feels bad.
only you were adjacent to me. Dang it.
2 1s feels bad.
Or is it the blessing and a rule or whatever that gives them a reroll?
Something like that, yeah. If you're adjacent to me and you roll a 1, you can re-roll once. I can only do it once, but yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, I guess that's me.
So, as Ryoraru kind of runs forth, kind of bringing the incantation ready, he kind of steps forth a little too far. As he gets into position, his foot goes all the way up to his, down in the mud all the way up to his knee, and it kind of makes him lose his enchanting and goes wide past over the shoulder of this bone creature.
I imagine wherever it hits, there's like a huge explosion of mud water or whatever.
There's now this massive sun ray that comes through the canopy from the swamp.
Man, that's like the only way I can miss is if I roll a fucking 1.
Well, you did it. Congratulations.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Alright, Gats.
I think I rolled a 1 on initiative too.
Yeah. The initiative
Damn.
fucking rolls are amazing right now.
We are now desperate to kill him.
Why does Gats not have a health bar?
It's,
I do.
He has one.
It's verse lowest defense, by the way.
I just like I can't see it. I don't know.
So
There.
it's 22 right now.
22.
Oh.
First lowest.
Also, at the beginning of my turn, I mark them and gain a +2.
Alright.
So that's 24.
So that will hit.
Dang. Oh, yeah.
You rolled a 2. Holy shit.
So I'm at 96. That's 5.
Alright, so
Oh,
as soon as you bloody it, you can see all these bone shards shifting around. You can see its form is definitely weakening, but it's now getting rid of the broken bone pieces, as it now in its panic form just to dump all these shards explodes again with all of you next to it. So this is going to be versus Reflex. And goddamn. So this is versus Betty.
Is it still weakened, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, did it save?
It's still weakened.
It's a save. Okay,
So-
it did. It fucking save.
It saved against necrotic, and that's it.
Okay.
So Reflex versus Betty. Ryoraru.
Yeah, it's hitting.
Gats.
Oh.
Aha.
You know?
It's you who got the 1 now, Josh.
So
And
I'm going
Reflex.
to... I'm going to make him re-roll that crit with a -1
Alright.
with my prophetic protection.
So
You're
Gats-
welcome.
Gats is 17. I doubt that will hit.
Oh,
You're welcome.
good. Oh my god, my dick is growing ever more.
Evermore.
As I kind of like push him back a little bit, so all the bone shards just kind of nail his like shoulder plate. Oh my god.
So
Who's that verse?
So everyone who got hit takes 14 damage and is dazed. Save ends. Which
Oh, that's
reminds
nice.
me, Betty. Well, even if you saved, you're now re-stunned anyway.
I did
Done.
not.
Or dazed.
Well, yeah, dazed.
Don't worry. Don't
Well,
worry.
what do you know?
Alright, so.
Don't worry.
What
She
do
was
you
weakened.
know?
What do we really know about the universe?
What?
Kaido, did that hit you?
The second one?
Yeah. It's 24 versus you.
Yeah, no, it missed.
And
Were you adding CA for dazed? Josh?
Oh, for dazed? No, so then it would be 26. It will hit. Alright. And then the first hit was 11.
Hey, don't take my health now.
Alright, Grey Fox.
It's the Grey Fox.
Grey Fox!
Did like that, you son of a bitch.
What was it
Better
supposed to
than
be?
A for Mal.
I used my spawn dispersal on the first one.
Ah. Alright.
It is useful. Okay. So, Imperial will. I did not save. Regardless, I was just going to do this anyway.
This is, oh, jeez, yeah, this is definitely hitting for her 25. So you shred into this, digging deeper and deeper into his bones. Just see bone chips and chunks flying off the back of its legs. As this Kaida just keeps clawing into it and raking parts off of it. Alright. Roll another save. Unfortunately, still dazed. Paracelsus.
Whoa. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where did that music come from? Anyways, I guess I'll just use this. I have so many things I'm not used to now. Alright.
That definitely will hit.
Wow, my macros are very incomplete. Who the fuck wrote these? Alright, well. Okay. Yeah, that's my turn. I'm gonna spend the rest of this making sure these macros are actually working.
Alright.
Okay.
You know. Another arrow lances forth and sinks deep into the creature, sending chunks of bone flying out.
I'll pretend the physics are on the side of that.
You can tell these are all very brittle bones.
Oh, okay. Is anyone bloodied or injured besides the creature?
I'm injured.
Gray Fox, I can't see your health bar is why I'm asking.
Oh.
I'm missing like 5 health.
Oh, okay. Alright.
That's
I'm
enough.
missing a good chunk of
I
health.
resist tanked a lot of it.
Do you have that class feature where you just get like plus resist per your con?
No, I used an interrupt on the first time it attacked us.
Oh, okay. Reading that
I'm
one.
going to Favor of the Gods Gats. And then I'm going to this one.
This
Oh,
one.
shit.
Verse lowest defense, and I'll designate Betty person taking half damage from all sources.
Radical.
And so he's bloodied, so that's 33, and I rolled a 4, so another 6. So 7, 8, 9, 39 damage.
Very fucking nice. As you just rake your scythe straight through, sending plants and bones flying, broken skulls and femurs. You even see a couple of finger bones being sliced in half as its form is now becoming more and more brittle and thinning out even more. You can see
Cool.
faint wisp in some of the skulls kind of just holding together, trying to... You can see whatever magic was used to create this is now trying its best to hold this creature together as it's getting closer and closer to its imminent destruction.
Awesome. I don't think I'm gonna do anything else.
Excellent.
Oh, wow.
Excellent.
No,
Weekend forever.
Oh, I thought that was a D20.
no. That's a good thing. Trust me. Said the DM before he TPK'd everyone. No. Let's see. He's as he's seeing that Gats and Yuna are just sinking strike after strike of powerful blow into and ripping multiple bones off of its structure, even though it has Kaida and back kind of raking away at its legs. He kind of just stares down at Gats and, you know, goes for a double bone spur mace. So this would be versus AC versus Gats. And then, you know.
What the fuck, Josh?
That'll hit me.
Do we have any? Like, I don't have any bonuses currently right now. Like, I didn't get favored this time, right?
You got favored.
Nothing that deals with AC.
I was about to say I'm at 31 right now. I'm close. Okay.
It's still a weekend, right?
Yeah, he's still weakened. So, yeah, that's only 7 damage to. Well, actually, the first would be Gats, so I need to redo that again real quick because it's separate attacks. And 7 still anyway to you.
Is it necrotic damage or normal?
Nope, it's just like a construct. It's somebody who slapped a bunch of bones together and immediately just you feel like the mace itself kind of like break apart a little as it kind of tries to slam into you. Let's see. Versus it's weakened. Saves against that, and then Frost saves. So it's no longer either.
Josh, how could you save?
Alright. Black Betty.
Whoa!
I'm gonna shoot it with another magic weapon.
I'm gonna shoot
28
it.
versus AC 59. Wow.
As he launched forth, another bolt goes sinking right into the what looks like a massive roots holding bones together, and just jutting through the back of it, and you see dirt fly up as it's tearing pieces away from this creature.
And then I'll just roll the save. Forgot to do that last time. Well,
that will save, so you're no longer dazed.
radical.
Wow.
Okay.
Fell the behemoth.
Oh. Dwemer dagger. So.
Definitely hitting.
Okay. 619. -2 to all defenses.
Very
And
nice.
I will minor action lightning cuts.
Holy shit. So roll your critical dice.
Yes. That is
Double crits. Jesus.
Is destined to be a fatal blow. I feel like you should get bonus damage for double cutting.
7.
So, you immediately just spell after spell rending through the middle of this creature. You could see its torso being knocked out completely, the legs fall and collapse. The whole top half of it fully shunts into the ground, impacting with the dirt as the top half of this creature is now just sitting there on top for a brief moment. As you see the wisp slowly start to fade from the skulls inside of it. And right as you see the final puff of the wisp faint out, there's one last massive explosion breaking apart this creature and its body, launching one last volley of spurs at all of you.
Wow, what an asshole.
Great, exploding creatures.
It's techies, he's using Suicide Squad.
So first is Betty, Reflex, Warrior Aru,
Doesn't even
Jets.
have that ability anymore, damn it.
You know,
I missed it. I missed it already.
and Grey Fox.
That'll hit.
Gas was included in that, right?
Damn.
What?
Josh.
Yeah,
Was Gats a target? I was.
yeah, he was the target.
Was he a 30?
Yep.
Nice.
So all that was hit, dazed for a brief moment. Wow, that is a low roll. 19 damage to all of you as this creature.
I take half. So half 19.
Does he hit me too?
Nope, you're actually just at reaches a burst 3.
Josh,
God.
So
I wish to curtain that.
he's already dead.
No!
You can curtain the dead body?
Anyway!
You could go curtain the small bone crater that's now left in its wake.
Oh, I'm good. I didn't know he was dying.
Yeah, like it was a death explosion.
Oh. I would like to kill myself.
Free action.
Yeah, I mean, slit your throat. You bleed out in the river. Pseudo says, "You fucker!"
As he comes back out, like, oh, okay.
Alright.
Holy shit, I hunger.
I kind of got really fucked up for being a ranged unit.
I mean, you probably could have just taken a 5-foot step back and you would have been fine.
I was dazed, and I forgot to save first time. So, it's fine though. I have a special trick up my sleeve.
I also use sticks.
So, as you see the crater of bones, inside the top of that crater, though, you see what looks like two kind of bags.
I'll take a peek at them.
All right.
D&D when the magical bone creature carries bags.
You open it up and you see what looks at first kind of just tarnished metal, and you realize this is gold. As you look through both of these bags, even though it's old and tarnished gold coin, it's still gold, period. As you count it out, you realize there's about 4,600 gold pieces here total.
Wow. We really should have gotten an auto counter for that. That probably took a fucking while.
I imagine it probably on our way south.
Yeah.
We count it.
I'm gonna use one of my dailies now, because, I mean, I don't think we're gonna get another minute. I don't think we're gonna get much rest in this swamp of, like, bone creatures.
You could take 5 minutes. And that creature did appear after the so-called shadow appeared and left.
Well, I mean, I think I'll just go and play it safe. I'm gonna use my daily self-repair,
Alright.
and I'm just gonna heal 40 hit points. There we go. Like nothing ever happened.
And you overhealed, it looks like.
Yeah.
So,
Just.
how does that look? Do you have like a transfusion vial or?
Oh no, you'll. I'll explain in a moment. So, basically, what happens is, Betty's arm splits open, and for a moment, probably Uno and Paracelsus can see all the machinery, and little spiders, little mechanical creatures come out and start injecting her, and with some sort of fluid, and then they crawl back in, and the whole arm seals up again. She's fit as a fiddle.
Very nice.
Alright.
I love it. I just, without spending a healing surge, I just gained double my healing surge.
Nice.
40 fucking hit points back.
So, continuing forth from your location, leaving the strange bone construct behind, kind of picking bone spurs and chips out of your armor and skin. You just get the faint waft of decay still lingering in the air from the so-called shadow that was described by Ku. Schnitzel burgers. Fucking delicious. I'm jealous now. You still get the hints of decay here and there, some vegetation, some more distinct to more of a flesh, and others just pure rot. You could see where the so-called shadow had passed and broken branches have fallen, where it looks like claw marks possibly, that parts of the trees have withered and decayed and fallen off.
Do you think that dragons bred that and created this bone thing? Bone creature?
I wouldn't put it past a dragon. They seem like the kind of thing to just let a bunch of random, ill-mannered creatures roam about. I'm gonna check the map. How close are we to the forest?
We're probably a very long way away. This map's pretty huge. It still hasn't.
It's only 10 miles. That's not too bad.
For that distance of where you got to, that was about a 5-mile part.
Okay.
So you made it. You made a good distance away from your original starting point, which is the small rundown castle. You can imagine how much luck you had, though, to think of the fact that if that dragon does make his home somewhere here, that you're lucky you didn't choose the castle that you came out of.
Well, he saw us and he didn't want to kill us, so if he saw us at the castle, he probably wouldn't have cared. Or he might have if he had stuff worth protecting, I suppose.
That castle didn't look big enough for that dragon, if I'm going to be honest. He probably needed to renovate.
Maybe he started renovating. It was partially renovated.
He's just like,
I sort of re-renovated it.
Cheeto.
It's dirty.
Meow for the audience.
Don Cheeto.
Meow.
My love.
Meow. Do it.
I don't agree. I don't remember agreeing to this.
You asshole.
You need to be on like access level 16 to start saying that kind of shit to me.
What, meow?
No.
Meow.
Meow for me. Yes.
Won't even meow for me, Cheeto.
Just got killed by direwolves.
I'm a champion. Champion of dying.
Direwolves are fucking nasty, though.
I mean, I remember the one time I had to fight a dire badger. That was funny.
So, continuing your trek, you do hear a mixture of strange sloshes and other unsettling noises.
Gurgle. Blub.
Gurgle.
Etc.
As you get to the edge of where the map starts to turn into the forest glade, you can see there's what looks like to be another small skirmish, and you can see another group of Oni once again, but you don't see any skeletons or anything and such. This looks particularly strange, as you don't see people, but you see weapons like pole arms that are sitting upright, moving around. And it kind of, from a distance, looks like the ground is moving. And then you realize there's just a faint level of water where things can are shuffling underneath the surface of the water itself. And you start to see what looks like a much larger Oni next to what looks like a transportation cart kind of get pulled out towards the middle of the edge and then turned on its side. You can see one great axe that kind of gets pulled over and shimmied over as it sits upright go across the stomach of this dead Oni and start to spill out as you suddenly see from this distance. It's almost hard to make out, but organs and entrails getting pulled out very quickly and rapidly.
Metal.
and after its entire body cavity is emptied out in what seems like nothing more than a minute, it flips back over and you see strange things coming up out of the water. It's very hard to distinguish what they are, like tentacles, tendrils. You're not entirely sure, but you could see it kind of shoving what looks like bags and boxes over to the edge of the cart, and then suddenly one sword kind of slits across the bag and you see gold spilling out into the Oni. It starts filling its chest cavity with all the gold that seems to be stocked in this cart.
Oh well.
Huh.
You see another group of these strange-looking things. Since you're from a distance, if you want to roll perception to try and discern what these figures are.
Yeah, I'm very curious as to what's going on. I'm kind of confused. Are they giving the Oni gold or like?
No, they cut open his body cavity, emptied all his organs, and are now dumping the gold into his body cavity.
This is obviously Kupo Shack's smuggling operation.
Improvised bag of holding.
Yeah, I'll roll a perception of.
Oni chest cavities are bigger on the inside.
So,
don't ask me. The map.
My voice gives me super strength.
Yes. So, as you kind of study and watch carefully, as you see these things go over the cart repeatedly and back into the water before they disappear beneath the surface.
You did worse than fucking Ross.
It's almost concerning because you see mixtures of different varying sizes of these things. They look like hands.
Y'all reckon those things are made Koshak?
And then you see one kind of crack off like a lock on a chest, kind of just chop it off with the great axe, and then dump that entire chest of gold into this Oni again. This continues until you see it fills up the entire Oni. Another hand comes along, and you see it kind of twist almost nimbly with some kind of what looks like a needle and string, and stitches up the entire stomach. Then it holds. There's another one that creeps along, and it kind of sits there for a moment, holding up what looks like a crystal of sort. And another one shatters it with its sword. And then the Oni sits upright and starts walking.
Well,
and then you see the process start all over again. They grab another fresh Oni corpse, empty it out, and continue until this cart is no longer full of gold and goods.
Well,
so to be clear, they're animating Oni corpses full of money.
Correct.
Pinatas?
That's metal as fuck.
But I see that there's quite a bit of wealth over there. Do you all wish to make a detour?
I mean, sure, why not? We're not in the best fiscal standpoint as it is.
You need to feed peeps again.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, audibly salivating.
Just what we should actually do is we should just cut like a tiny hole in the Oni and then just like dump peeps in like a chest burster.
He comes out like 10 times bigger. All the gold is gone.
Yeah, that's the price we pay.
Yeah, just one body.
Let him tish. get a price we pay because we feed gold.
Oh God.
I fail
Oh,
to
man.
understand your meme, infidel. But I will allow you one last meal.
So, you could see the now reanimated Oni just kind of lumbering. It seems like it already knows where it's supposed to be going. It starts to wade its way into the swamp.
In which direction?
Basically, now slightly northwest, where you saw the direction of the dragon go.
I mean, there's no doubt this is probably the dragon's doing at this point.
I mean, I guess, but we don't know if that dragon liked gold.
Do we wish to potentially gain the ire of a undead dragon? This is the dragon's doing and dragon's treasure. You have to be willing to accept the consequence.
I personally am fine with it.
I don't know, but oh, for fuck's sake, who did that?
What? Oh, jeez.
That's
What?
great.
Y'all divided.
I thought you did it. I tapped in. I was like, yeah, that's funny.
I'm just scrolling through the. I was scrolling through the shop, in my builder. Someone else did that, but no. Black will sort of shake her head. I don't reckon that's a smart idea. If that thing has the power to reanimate dead corpses, I'd rather not be brought back to the dead as a gold zombie.
Oh?
Besides, that thing took a broadside out of me.
What about the rest of you? Any fors or against?
Are you even sentient? Because we're not getting very many responses out of the rest of the party.
Kaiden has me.
I think they're suffering from teleport sickness.
Teleport sickness.
Canon.
Your balls swell to the size of tangerines. You have to walk with
Oh,
a duck waddle
shit.
now.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's awful.
That sounds really painful.
Why would you do this?
That's totally a D&D illness, isn't it?
I've done nothing but be your friend.
So your baby.
Does it pertain to the box or slaughtering a village and all of its inhabitants?
Well, you'd be slaughtering flesh golems, which is blood, lots of blood, and then it's like a
No,
pinata because
Josh,
there's gold
Josh,
inside.
No, Josh. I don't care about the gold or the actual. Like the blood's cool and all, but if it doesn't scream as I cleave it in half, then I don't need it.
Neither did that guy that you cleaved in half in the doorway. He pretty much said nothing and you died.
No, he deserved it.
Very well.
I think we're getting some pretty heavy against here, so I guess let's continue.
All right.
Let's move on.
So you see, as you kind of just give a very, very wide berth to these very busy hands, as they empty out the last of these transport carts. TPK dragon. It's true. It's always been something of a dragon.
I ain't going in there. I ain't going to no dragon area. That thing can suck my dick.
Yeah, I've kind of learned my lesson. Like, I'm not gonna instigate any fights with any dragon ever in Josh's game. Learned my lesson.
As a general rule of thumb, I just want to keep away from the combat. After seeing a couple of our teammates almost get completely fucking butchered, it's just wiser to keep a distance. And
Dude,
look
I
at
watched
things that are stronger than us.
I watched the video. Ken doesn't have a ring to disappear this time.
Yeah, until I get that ring.
Just a box to disappear into.
Hey, I escaped too.
It's true.
We'll just have to knife our way down and just sit in the doorway for a while.
So as you,
I mean,
as you continue into this beautiful glade, that's now much further away from the small army of hands that you saw. You can see as they now kind of all turn. It's almost hilarious to watch as you see just an army of hands go with Oni-sized weapons and human-sized weapons upright, kind of marching through the swamp. Some kind of flipping end over end, others being carried by other hands. As you see it start to go a little further out, you see there's these strange almost mounds as you realize that this swarm of hands also has heads in it as well.
okay, that has to be Kruposhak, right? I mean, hands. We've seen the guy with handbags, literally.
Hands and
I'm
heads.
amazed he didn't make a handbag pun.
Literally.
I did. It was a very subtle handbag pun.
So,
I mean Kuposhak.
Oh, yeah.
but you do see kind of like what looks like tendrils kind of pulling it along as its gnarled looking teeth kind of looks back at you and watching as these swarms go with it. There's only a few heads in the group. So, as you move further into these more humble forests and glades.
Oh, we've reached the forest?
Yes.
Nice.
So you're no longer in rot swamp. You can see there's no signs of war, no signs of rot or fester and gestation. It kind of looks like when it reached that ledge of the trees itself, that all the festering rot almost completely ceased and halted. There's no broken tree branches, no signs of when the shadow passed by like in here. Everything's completely at peace, almost like if it was the limit that this shadow would travel to.
This place is even more unnerving than the swamp we just came out of. There's not even nary a twig broken.
I snap a twig.
You
Roll
gotta say
perception.
something. Okay.
All of us, or just
Yeah,
guys?
all of you. Roll perception.
Oh,
As Gats
fuck.
just snaps a twig.
There's gonna be like some kind of demon that like bleeds imperfection.
Oh.
It's just like
I think I
hanging
see
around.
everything.
Oh,
Black is just too good
God.
with perception.
Oh, excellent.
Alright. So, let's see. For those of you who actually did get above a 30,
What?
Which is me.
And me.
You know.
you just hear Gats snap the twig, and then it's almost silent for a moment, but it almost sounds like in the distance, very, very, very faintly. Only you know, and Black Betty can hear this. It sounds like screaming of immense pain.
Tell him that.
Everything is completely silent. There's no creatures, there's no birds. Everything's silent, but as you listen, you could literally hear what sounds like someone screaming in the most brutalized agony, like somebody powderized their bone and then ground their flesh around to feel every shard dig in.
Oh, yes.
Well, Gats, you got their attention.
I don't
What
think we should mess with the wildlife anymore.
What happened?
On the contrary.
What happened?
What happened?
When you stepped on that twig, I heard something, almost as if some kind of alarm may have been triggered. So
yeah, and it
Well, I
didn't
just want to
seem-
tell somebody was screaming in pain. Do it. Come on.
no, I'm not saying
Nope.
that.
I'm not saying that.
Come on. Just whisper to him that I might have agonized something out there with extreme pain. Josh, I'll cleave a tree in half. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god, if a twig causes that kind of scream.
It almost seemed to scream out.
Mm.
I wonder if this forest is alive.
I reckon it could be. I don't want to test my luck.
Well, Oric is here, and we need to get his attention. If
Are you
he's
sure
somehow
whatever
Actually, I
he's
just-
agonizing is
I
Oric?
just had an idea, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
If Paracelsus used the decanter of endless water, pointed it outwards, and exploded it in like a burst or a torrent, I could walk on top of it because it's horizontal.
I'm sensing some Naruto shit going on here.
You are not using your Sharingan on my decanter of endless water, Black.
I have ocean strider boots. I can just walk on top of liquid. Any horizontal liquid I can walk on.
I mean, I think it's also suffice to say that it probably has to be like an actual body of water. You probably can't walk on raging water, much like you can't walk on a tumbling, like, rumbling of dirt going down a hill. It has to be a sort of stable surface.
Well, she'd get pulled along with it at high speed.
Yeah, it's you can walk on it, but the same thing applies. Like it'd probably feel like walking on a tightrope.
Or a treadmill. A
Really fast treadmill.
Really fast treadmill.
Considering, what does the geyser setting say? A decanter of endless water. A geyser 30 gallons in a 20-foot long stream in a standard action. So it's shooting a 20-foot long stream of 30 gallons in like less than 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. You definitely have to make a lot of.
I'm gonna write it like I'm gonna ride dick.
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
You know, Richard.
Yeah.
How are you gonna ride, Richard? Can you please explain?
Oh no.
Piggyback style, I'm just clearly gonna hop on top of his shoulders and then skull fuck him.
I think that's Gatz's territory.
Gats has trademarked the skull fuck.
Yeah, you have to go through him and get a license to skull fuck.
Just shitting. Let's get on with it. It was just an idea.
Oh god. Alright.
Well, what do we want to do? I mean, I'm pretty sure we had stopped originally to meme because, it's sort of an injunction. Is Gats going to move to antagonize them now that he has this new fact, or are we going to continue?
I think we should, I think Black will just say, don't do it. No. I mean, if you do, if this tree is alive, and there are things alive and the wood is alive, then, snapping it or cutting trees would maybe be really bad.
I thought all trees were alive.
Sentient trees. All trees are alive, but not all trees are sentient.
Yeah, I know, but you said alive trees. I have to be the Grand Police. I'm immortal for a reason.
She reads all those books too.
All 3 of them. So, anyways, are we going to do anything else, or should we just press on?
Well, I feel it's safe to press on. They know we're here, though. We'll have to be on guard.
Alright, so continuing forth through this glade, you try and get rid of the echoing sound of the screams. They kind of echo in and out for a good while before finally fading once you get about half a mile away. As you go further in, you get the beautiful scent of fresh air and just everything being clean and pure in this area. It's almost, you would say it's almost unnatural how pure this area is, and the naturalism of it is just so perfectly kept. It's almost like someone's personal grove.
Gats vomits.
Yes.
You hear more audible screams.
Sounds of disgust.
Sounds of wood and tarnation.
God.
Black will sort of look very comfortable. I mean, if this place is as nice as you're saying it is, she's comfortable.
I hate this place.
I
Reminds
know.
me at home.
I wonder what happens if you set it on fire.
Oh God.
By the way,
I don't think that's a smart idea.
I imagine I imagine Gats's passing through this forest is not like dainty or gentle in any way. I imagine like hundreds of twigs.
It's like jumps on twigs.
200-pound sword behind
Oh
him.
boy.
He's in the back.
I can't take it anymore. There's nothing to kill. Oh my God.
Yeah, that would be an endless nightmare for Gats. Lock him in a padded cell with nothing to kill.
No, he'd kill the padding first.
That padding will fucking die.
What if it was like padding that regenerated?
Then he can keep killing it forever.
It's the
that's
prayer.
It's the perfect answer. It's insanity, whatever.
Maybe we could toss him to the far realm. Nothing to kill out there.
Fate worse than death.
Nothing ever dies.
You just get sent to the void with nothing but horrible fucking elder creatures that can't die.
Josh,
So,
Josh, are you ready?
yes.
Oh boy. Prepare, brace
God,
yourself
yes.
for stupidity, guys.
Getting tired of dragging my sword. I bring it swinging around in an arc, and I rest it on my shoulder. If there might be a tree or something next to me, we're not
I'm gonna
stopping.
walk forward and kick, and if I happen to hit you, it's not my fault.
Just in case,
I'm just practicing with my gun. If I shoot you, it's your fault.
What is?
If you step in the way of my axe, that my fault. If you...
So should we roll to see how many trees he cuts in half?
Oh boy.
I think that's appropriate.
Oh boy.
Go ahead and roll a d6, because there's plenty of saplings too.
I'll hit 1d6. I'll hit the 6. No. I use 8 fate points.
What?
Different kind of fate.
Favorites.
Are you fate pointing to hit or miss?
I don't have any. I'm fine.
Alright, so.
I feel like now that Yuno's been addicted to Gats, is like utility. She's just like, Pseudo can come back later.
Like, I totally would bring him back, but Brad told me not to. So
Currently, Gats has only killed 2 people. I don't count the bone thing because it's dumb.
So I don't want to in character try until Brad out of character tells me he wants to.
I also don't want to make Pseudo's thing mid-session, even though I just made Gats.
That too.
Alright. So, as you do,
Do we even need a roll perception?
Yeah, everyone can hear the screams.
Where's it coming from? From behind us or in front of us?
All around you.
Wow. This
You
forest is
see
weird.
why I told you not to do that?
No.
We'll sort of try and cover our sensitive ears a little bit.
I'm gonna yell out, Auric!
You get a response. but it's not what you're usually expecting. You kind of hear...
These trees are gay.
Fucking gas.
It's, sounds like birds.
No.
This ain't Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh, no.
What?
It's gonna dragon us here. Here it comes.
Dragon? What do you mean, dragon? I don't know what you mean. So...
If a dragon comes in, I'm going back for that gold.
No point in fighting it and dying with a poor, pockets.
Well, no, that just means that the gold is either guarded by something else or unguarded at all.
Oh, yeah. I didn't really see other than Kuposhek walking through there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's pretty reasonable to assume that was the dragon's doing.
Alright, so, as you hear what sounds like birds, and then the rustling of plants, almost kind of like if somebody was... It sounds very, very odd. Almost like the sound of like if somebody was slapping a watermelon with a lettuce leaf.
What?
What the fuck?
What do you
That's
mean?
a very specific sound.
I don't...
I can picture that noise.
Yeah. It's very, very odd.
It's a sploshing noise, I guess.
I'm unmuting my mic for the soul. What?
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 As something lands on your shoulder, Gats.
I don't like it.
You don't. As it looks at you.
Oh, that thing's like a fucking weird parrot thing.
It's just staring right at you.
What do you do, Gats?
I smash it with my hand.
Roll an attack.
I smash.
If it beats you, it'll...
Oh, you splatter this thing.
It's like his hand like moves, and then you hear the sound wave like a second later.
So this is what he does. He reaches out, grabs the bird, twists off its head like a soda bottle cap, and like drinks the blood out of it.
I like
Oh,
seeing
thank
that.
God.
I like seeing
was
nat
parched.
20s for really like arbitrary things.
It tastes tarty, almost sour. Do you really drink
Blood
it though?
has tang.
No. I actually just wanted it to smash and just... I'm fucking like, it's a pancake on my arm, and I just fucking get the gore off my hand, just, wipe it off, just...
Yeah. As you wipe it off, its blood is almost like milky white, sticky sap.
Ew. Disappointment.
Mm. As you kind of hear that flutter again, in massive droves this time.
Oh my God, what have you done?
Dude, that thing,
Oh,
like...
fuck.
Dude, there's so many.
Oh boy.
Oh, come on,
Here
I
it
didn't even do anything. Stop
Roll
laughing.
Roll Tide.
I mean, I just one-shot it, so...
Yes, but there's a lot of them, and we're very weak in the AoE department.
Rear R has like a chain lightning that can go on for 4 days.
So as it's
No, we're not weak in the AoE department. We never have any AoE to even.
So as all these birds are now looking at you, you just hear one open up, and it almost sounds like someone just screamed into a megaphone as its face opens up and completely into a flower.
What?
That's weird.
I'll
I don't
pull
like
in,
that.
I'll pull in a picture just for you, fully, so you can get a.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, I'd rather not either, Josh. I'd rather just pretend it never happened.
This is what happens when you're antagonized the locals.
So,
Excuse
for
me, that was
for
just...
visual demonstrations.
Oh.
That's neat.
That's really weird.
Thanks, Cthulhu.
Now I'm just wondering
Wow.
how it's gonna actually attack us.
It's a bee never, dude. You're just gonna try to nap my bee.
I bet this is where that one sword came from that turns everything to wood.
Possibly. So,
Dead now.
roll initiative. As they now start flying down towards you.
Shit.
In droves.
This is the party wipe.
If they're all minion creatures, we'll be okay. But I'd like to state on the record that Black was one of the only 2 people advising not for Gats to do anything. Blame Uno 2017 for mentioning the screams.
Oh god, I just have to go first. You know, it's times like these that I really, really wish.
You forgot to add me on the list again, Josh.
You need to click your
If
toe.
you have an initiative macro, it does it itself.
You gotta click your
Sadly,
token
I
to
do
do
not
initiative.
currently.
You're next to Roz.
There you are.
Oh, Cheeto?
Cheeto.
He isn't meowing, he's sleeping. He just looked at me, he's just like, eh, fuck off, I'm sleeping. Alright, okay.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Alright, do the birds look actively hostile, or are they just kind of sitting there?
Oh no, they're hostile.
Because I guess they're probably just gonna scratch their talons or some shit. I'm going to, I guess I'll just shoot this bird, you know? Fuck this bird in particular.
So that definitely hits. There's the one immediately to your left.
Well, there's the one below that, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. A bird is a bird.
Alright. You see Peeps eager. As you
Oh, wait! Yes, you have a good point! Thank you, Josh.
So you want to do that one?
Yes.
Alright.
I'll have Peeps majestically leap off of my shoulder and tell all these birds to go to hell.
Alright. Close Blast 5.
Oh wait, what? Holy fuck! Close Blast 5?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So you can take out the 4.
Alright, okay then. So how many? 1d20 plus 15, right?
Yep.
Josh. Okay.
Yes. Oh my god.
Good job, Peeps.
Alright. So, only one of them manages to survive this sudden burst of force power that launches forth from Peeps' small little voice box.
We have AoE. See?
Yes.
As suddenly you see for the first time Peeps jumps down, and you just hear, "Ah!" and then as part of the tree and the leaves blow off, one bird manages to duck a little behind the tree as the other 3 go flying and splatter all over the branches. Alright, anything else?
No, I think that's my whole turn.
Gray Fox. Oh, this kite is still cooking?
No, I'm done.
Alright.
Okay. Shift to normal. Shift 1. And Thorn Spray this area.
Oh, so all 8 of them, right?
Yeah.
Very nice. Give me the 8 rolls. Oh.
3, 5, 7, 8.
Well, let's see. 2, 3, 6, only 3 of those will miss. As you shoot out a rain of arrows like you did once before on the Oni battlefield. You see this split of shadow go everywhere, seeking out these birds as they try and dodge and get by all these shadows that seek out their flesh and hide. A strange, almost watermelon cabbage mixture. Each one gets hit. You just see an explosion of plant fibers and just petals and leaves going everywhere, and a strange milky white substance splashing all over like sap. Anything else, Kaido?
No, that's it.
Alright. You know, this disgusting splay of life sins your eyes.
I think I'm just gonna delay my turn till after the birds go.
Alright. Black Betty.
Sorry, excuse me. Whoa, Black Betty.
Whoa, Black Betty.
Sadly, I don't have any AoE outside of runic resistance, but I don't think we're going to be dealing much like in the way of acid, cold, fire, etc.
So Josh, did that bird not die?
That one. Well, did you use an action point, or did you just use peeps instead?
Okay, yeah, you're right. I used peeps instead. I forgot about that. Okay. Alright.
You can still take a single shot. Bird hunting. Just like at home.
Just like out of that country.
Anyway, so what I'll do... Let's see... Just blah, blah. Guess I could do dancing with him. Where's my dancing? Oh, where is it? That's strange, I don't... Oh, here it is. Oh, it's a daily. I don't think I want to do that. Well, anyway, I'll just take a magic weapon shot at this one.
Alright.
Bop. 26 plus AC.
That will hit.
Then,
As you pin the little bird as it just hangs there. It was about to sound off another cry, and immediately just cut off, just, and then pinned to the tree.
yeah, between reloads, Black's trying to cover her ears up, like they're pressed flat against her skull.
It's extremely deafening just hearing these birds kind of shriek out in loud tunes.
Yeah, Black seems to be getting very agitated. Alright, that'll be my turn, considering these are all minion enemies and I can only kill one at a time.
So these birds...
Oh, this is gonna hurt, isn't it? That's a lot of fucking birds.
That's a lot of birds and it's gonna hurt.
Let's move them up first.
My life is about to become Birds Incorporated.
I don't know, dude. You seem to be
Probably wondering how I got in this situation.
Freeze frame.
Just currently pondering the culmination of life and death that got you here.
a lot of birds moving in.
I never asked for this.
Josh, you stacked a bird. Hello?
I saw him.
It's current fucking year. Don't stack birds. They have their own individual personalities.
Don't stack the birds. Don't stack the birds. God.
So what do I have for this situation? Let's zoom in.
So, immediately as they all start swarming you, attack after attack after attack. You could see they're working in tandem, and it seems like as they're fluttering, you see these pollen spores start raining down with them as well as coming from their mouths. So these are just first AC. Peeps. Celsus.
Squawk of pain.
What the fuck?
Everything okay there?
Alright, so as
Josh, 3 ones.
this is really good for you guys, trust me. So as the one bird kind of just comes down clawing at Peeps, you could see these poison spores leaking out, but since you and Peeps don't breathe, it doesn't affect you. It starts to fill in as almost like a spore gas cloud. But as the birds kind of rake and claw at Peeps, trying to pull him apart for the thunderous boom, he takes only 4 damage.
Damn.
And you're making me want to play Final Fantasy VIII again. This music.
You know, even though
You know?
I've never played Final Fantasy VIII, but I'm looking at an eBay page that's selling a Final Fantasy VI GBA copy for like $6. I'm tempted. Oh wow, who's this against now?
And these are all versus Royaru for AC.
I'll force the bird to re-roll with a -1.
I mean, it's
The crit.
Alright.
I'll do it on someone.
There's no way they hit that hard. But only the
Royaru
17.
probably isn't even like done anything. He's just standing there.
only, only the 17 doesn't hit. Everything else does.
Wow.
Oh my god.
You need some
Okay,
armor,
so-
bro. Glass cannon.
So that's 20 damage,
Okay.
and then roll an endurance check. You're now
No.
surrounded by a pollen cloud.
Oh no. What is my endurance? Oh, I'm actually trained in endurance. Look at that.
So you feel fine. You just take in a deep breath and steady yourself. Your training is ready you for battles like this where you're outnumbered.
Word.
So yes, these attacks will be against you.
It gets turd. What the fuck, Josh?
Alrighty, so
Only 1 hit.
yeah. So 4 damage. Make an endurance check.
Alright, hold on. Let me, I'm at 60. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Probably didn't get copied over well. What is my endurance?
And I might as well just make this singular attack against you, I doubt that, but you would have to make a check as well, seeing how you're getting mixed in this pollen cloud.
Josh, do I fall ill?
You're taking this shit in like cocaine.
I wish to be enraged by the cocaine.
You're fine. And then these 3 will be against Betty.
Usual line and goodwill.
Oh boy.
Versus AC.
Ace. Just check. Okay, so the 28 and the 26 will hit, but the 14 won't.
So you just take 8 damage and roll endurance.
Alright, endurance. Yep. $22. Well, that's not bad.
Perfectly fine. So this one's going to be Kaiden.
Yeah. Josh, you crit everybody.
So, depending on which of those hit. What's your AC?
3.
Your AC's 20?
Yeah, it's 28.
28. Alright, so 3 of those hits, 12 damage, make an endurance check.
Okay. Is this damage typed?
For this, no. The claw, it's just their little wooden
The
claws.
little
Tiny wood claws.
tiny claws. Okay. Endurance is crap. Check what it actually is. Yeah, it's fucking terrible. So I'm probably gonna fail this.
Oh yeah.
The sexy kobold is definitely not making it. But alright, so you take ongoing 10 poison.
Good. I better shift back to fox form then.
Alright. Gas. You see this mixture of spores. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna take my turn.
Alright, you know?
Yeah, so I'll let out a battle cry.
Roar.
So that's the top left bird, and I'll make a couple more rolls for these 3.
Okay. So you slice this one in half like a perfect melon.
Man, that's a lot of death to us roaring at things.
As you just quickly and elegantly sweep around, cutting all these birds in half down the middle and chopping their heads off, you see the kind of almost nasty, milky white substance and sap from their bodies kind of leaking out and sticking to your blade a little.
And then I'll move here, action points, and cast Shield of the Gods. And it's a blast 3.
Oh, very nice.
Only targets enemies. First reflex.
This is
1, 4, 5, and I'll re-roll the 1 with my cleric thing.
alright. So
And if any of those miss, I will heroic effort.
alright, so just the 22s miss, so only one
Oh,
will
wait.
survive.
Holy shit, Ken, you have a
Well-
close burst power?
Yeah, I do. Does a 26 hit though?
Yeah.
I said I'd heroic effort. if
Yeah, no,
that
there's
missed.
wait. Yeah, 'cause does the are you counting the first one or just all the after rolls? Alright. Oh, never mind. Yeah, so you got all the after rolls. So yeah, as you immediately come around after sweeping your scythe around, just perfectly and elegantly dodging around your allies and cutting these birds right out of the air. You just reach out your hand, power to roll rises up. You see the grass itself wilt as it blasts out and goes completely around Rayaru as all these birds kind of wither and get crushed in by the blessings of your god. Send these creatures to the ground, withered, died. They look like small, brown, rotten fruits now.
Awesome. Yeah. Can I totally like blacken the vegetation as well?
Ah, yes. Everywhere on your footfalls after that is just rotted and blackened grass.
Audible screeching.
That's
Yeah,
all you hear.
Riaru, you're surrounded by black death.
Dang.
Neat.
That's my turn.
Yes.
I don't know. For I am now back on my phone, and I don't know how many died. I know how many there were.
So basically, there's nothing around you. There's stuff next to Paracelsus. Betty and Kaida is completely surrounded.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine.
So everything around Riaru's dead.
Yep.
And then the one below me, you know, is the one directly below.
Basically, there's nothing
okay.
around you. You'd have to move up to something to kill it.
And technically there's
Shark-
something right next to him.
Then if it's still there, I charge towards the one. I don't think I can. Never mind.
You can charge.
The one. directly to... It's to the right of our south list, but down one.
Alright. You go to protect your sword, bro.
Not sword bro anymore.
X. They broke up.
At least they're still friends.
Alright, so.
So, but I'm gonna use...
We should just stay friends.
So just melee basic?
Are you curtain zoning me?
Curtain zoning me? Oh.
Okay, cool. Alright, cool, I can see. And now my markings are on here.
What the fuck?
I was doing that for myself. Hold on. Oh, that's entirely gas.
What the fuck?
What? Okay, cool. Anyways, it's not named right, Josh, but it's gonna be Valiant Strike. I gain a bonus to how many enemies are adjacent to me.
Oh, very nice. So you get 5 total.
Oh.
Yeah, so you just obliterate that bird as you run up and flat blade just explode.
Friend. X curtain.
X curtain brosters.
How upset?
You just stepped on Peeps, didn't you?
No, Peeps
No,
is above
Peeps
you.
is north of you.
I mean...
I'm below you.
Not on my screen, you're above me on my screen.
What the fuck?
I'm literally below you.
Yeah, you're.
Alright, let me that refresh.
Yeah, he's like right below you.
I swear to Christ, if he actually is right below me, that's the weirdest glitch. I should have screenshot it, but he was literally on top of Peeps' square. Yeah, he's below me, what the fuck?
So how upset? So there's a 1 in 4 chance I hit you.
I wouldn't even be upset at all. I deserve it after breaking up with you.
You're right.
Oh man.
Oh. So if I was going, which way do you guys go?
I generally stop
Dude,
top left to
basic.
top right, and then up down.
That would be this one.
The bottom one.
Yeah, he gets hit for like 6.
Damn, you didn't even come close.
Hey.
Cause you just sweep it around, crush it, and see.
Oh, I
another
got
one.
it.
Just turn it to its side and just straight up and split it, and there's just white sap going everywhere.
I gotta fix that macro. That's 2d6 now.
Bro. Getting the splat
Yeah,
game.
you guys killed a lot of them already. I was gonna try and kill them all in one turn.
I stepped into the ring.
Peeps in,
So...
and then just fucking poof out of nowhere.
I'm talking about her current scenario.
I've got these ones right where I want them.
So, I'm going to target this particular bird with Furious Bolts.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Go it.
Here comes the chain lightning.
That's hitting.
Okay, so that's 29. And now I can make the secondary, and I keep making the secondary within 10 squares of the primary target until I miss.
Alright.
Oh my god, so they're all
Good.
gonna die.
Do it. Do it.
Hold on, let me put the secondary on my macro bar real quick.
Make your father proud.
Okay.
We all know who your father is, Royaro.
Alright, so I'll go with that one there.
This is 5 years in the past. He's the father.
Portal mishap.
Right, true.
Now we'll do the ones up top by Gats and Paracelsus. So, 1.
That will hit.
Okay. 2.
That will miss.
Heroic effort, 26.
Poof.
Keep it going.
It starts to smell like a really delicious sweet fruit is being
Okay,
simmered on
now-
a grill.
Go for the bottom 8.
That
Ah,
one,
fuck.
meat.
Oh, meat, nice, okay.
God. That will hit. Another hit.
She has them right where she wants them, but yet we're not really letting that happen.
Oh my god.
Squaw!
I just assume that there's now like white sticky sap everybody.
Oh, yeah. So, as Royaro just winds up, Shigaroko!
Sharingan!
And you just see one lightning bolt arc out. And
No?
I'd like to think I
Holy
I kind of
shit.
like I whip out my lightning dagger and I throw it across the battlefield. It stabs the one bird, and then the bird becomes like this conduit of lightning. His entire body begins to vibrate. You see electricity fucking frying the feathers and the face, and then all of a sudden 20, 30 lightning bolts all arc out at once to hit all the other birds.
so,
I like to think that you're just screaming about your seemingly unlimited power. Hey, Joe, you missed one.
Did I miss one?
Nope, that one was just
No,
for
yeah.
initiative representation.
The other representatives need in Congress, he's backed out.
As the lightning strikes them all, they all explode. Gats, Paracelsus, Black Betty.
So do we look like we just came out of like a bukkake session and like...
Well, you have some sticky white sap on you. It's very thick. It's almost like a glue.
Yep, so it's... Okay.
And then, kinda... You didn't shift back, so it just literally looks like you went through a fucking bukkake storm. As you're now covered completely head to toe in white sticky sap. It tastes very tarty and sweet and sour, you know, kind of like
Alright,
sweet tarts.
group shower. Come here. Everybody. I draw the decanter of endless water.
Here we go!
Can you at least make it like room temp water? That'd be nice.
Nope.
I don't know, I can make it salt water though.
Yeah,
That'd be terrible.
I mean, yeah, if Josh says it can
well,
be warm, it can be warm.
Yeah.
I don't feel warmth though.
That's true.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
I imagine, like, have you ever played Diablo 2?
I have not.
Wow, okay.
Imagine,
Wow.
man, it's just like breathing. Have you ever breathed? No, man. Okay.
I played Diablo 2.
Well,
I
for those
I
of you who have and have
I
seen
was
a Frozen,
StarCraft, man. I was a little StarCraft when I was younger.
Frozen Orb,
Oh, yeah.
That's-
Oh yeah, yeah.
I imagine what Ryaru did looks like that, or just shoots out lightning instead of, you know, ice bolts.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah.
Alright. Everybody come
Oh,
together for the group
I mean-
shower.
Man, they have a thing like that in every one of their games.
Black doesn't seem too phased by having a bunch of white liquid over her. She just sort of
Oh,
casually
naturally.
accepts it. She lived in a race full of bull people.
That's true.
Oh no.
They used to have white stuff all over them. Anyways, who else wants to join
And
them in
she
group
is
shower?
a female. I mean,
I'm already
she's a
here
female-
for the
She's
shower.
a cow, so.
I'll bring Gats
Good
over because
point.
I'm sure he can't.
Alright. Okay. You know what? Yeah, good point. Yeah. I'm gonna set it down in the mud and just point it at us, then put it on the stream mode.
So it washes off, simple enough. You know, kind of, you know, very sticky mixture of almost sugar and just plant fibers, getting a lot of pulp off as well. As you finish, kind of just washing it off, you look at all the destroyed pod birds. You kind of hear for the first time, almost like a breath of life go through this entire glade. As the wind picks up and you can hear the trees kind of rock and groan, almost gives the vibe of as if a group of people started talking.
I don't. But he's just using some of the water to try and clear out her ears. She's still rubbing or just clutching them still.
Can we make out what they're saying or how far away they are?
No, for this, literally you would need to have like plant speak or speak with plants.
Oh, okay.
But you definitely get the vibe for the first time, like the whole glade is talking.
Can I deep speech that?
Deep speech? Unfortunately not. There actually is a specific, like, speak with plants.
The plants do not fucking speak a deep speech.
Well, I mean, there are deep speech trees.
You don't know. You don't know. It could be an arcane or fucking elder god speaking through the trees. I
This
have to
isn't a
test.
fucking devil tree grove. They would have had much meaner guardians than, oh, it's a flower bird.
It's a flower! Oh, look at that! What is that, Jimmy? I speak with Cthulhu! Ah, he's a fine addition to the blade. Put him
My
right
name is
over.
Lorax the Sixth, and I speak for the trees.
It's this fucking like elder god like ent. It just pops out of the ground and it's got like a centipede torso and like tentacles coming out of its tree trunk. I'm Lorax the Sixth.
Oh my god.
And I speak for the trees. For they have some mouths, but you can't understand them.
How bad could we possibly be?
We're pretty bad so far.
You know, there was a movie where that was a
saying
song.
that out loud is inviting the worst.
You know, there was a dragon just a few minutes ago.
Oh boy. Alright. So.
I go grab my decanter.
You grab your decanter. Let me go get the correct.
I say that after we have a moment to rest and wash.
Oh yeah, I would imagine you're not going to be yelling that as you're fucking washing, fucking bukkake bird blood off of you, but.
Oh jeez. Gats, you might want to. Yeah, there you go, buddy.
Yeah, top that off. So, as you kind of yell that out, the whole glade goes silent again. If this token would work with me for a moment. Come on, you bastard. There we are. I hear steam. Fuck your steam.
I heard it too.
Oh, okay, hang on, there it is.
Bloom.
So, as you say that, there's a brief moment of silence. And then you kind of hear almost like what was the same when you teleported, kind of like an arcane power, except you see the trees kind of, it looks like the tree tears open from the inside, and there's a doorway, and then somebody actually steps out towering over you as they
How tall?
at about 13 feet tall.
What a short man.
Oh.
What a short woman. And at this point, as she looks down at you, as her hair and completely fibrous body glares down at all of you, as she kind of
How
looks
big
at
are her plant titties? Oh my god.
Oh god, we're talking like a D cup here.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I mean, you
Just
can see
D's?
the picture there beside you.
I can't see the picture because I'm lagging to shit.
I'll drop it in Discord.
Okay.
I mean, I'd give out like a due to the low resolution and me not really being too into the whole the Earth vibe she's giving out there, I give her a hesitant 7.5 out of 10.
Well,
I mean,
I
on
have
the grounds that...
I have a thing for Amazon women, so she's a 10 for me.
Oh,
Yeah, I've detected that, and I've really detected that.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah. She's.
as,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as she fully steps out of this tree, now approaching you, not a single hint of fear. You search for the abandoned ruin, and you come and kill my precious plants.
What was the first thing she said? What did we do in the ruin?
You search for the abandoned
She
ruin.
wanted. Oh, the abandoned druid. I thought you said the abandoned ruins. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
I thought you said ruins. I'm like, yeah, we left that place like weeks ago. No, I'm just kidding. Yes. Hide him not, or we will destroy everything. Show me
Black
to him.
will. Black looks. Black sort of motioning. No, don't mention destroy. Don't try. No. Nah. Seeing something bigger than herself has sort of made her lose a bit of confidence.
She kind of looks down. You've come to return him to the tainted glades that he was claimed by.
In a manner of speaking, yes. We aim to return him.
It would be wise. His time there has left him changed. You will have to be forceful with him.
She really went from 0 to helpful real quick when we said we were going to get rid of an issue for her.
I mean, we're still adventurers in a sense. So I mean,
yeah, but we were also complete douches to our property just a second ago. That's why I was
we
amazed by the
defended
acceleration.
ourselves against crazy homicidal birds.
yeah, in reality,
I don't know. That school bus just jumped in front of me. All those kids getting off the bus, man. Like they were so hard to hit all of them, but I did it.
That bird that landed on Gat's shoulder assaulted him. He had a right to defend himself.
What say you, Amazonian woman?
Yes. We came here expecting force.
I should not expect it from my children. With such a brutish oaf.
Who is she referring to?
She looks directly at Gats.
I mean, yeah. None of the rest of us really did anything to aggravate other than sort of yell.
Yeah, Black's the one that told him not.
I didn't do anything wrong.
He says as he wipes like the bird's guts off his shoulder pad.
He's the only one who didn't take a bath fully.
Who didn't take a bath?
Well, actually, no. He got a little spritzer. So there's just.
I was next to the bath.
So. If you can keep this disgusting fiend in check, I could take you to where he is.
Very well.
Kept.
I'm triggered.
I'm sorry. What did she say?
Woefully kept.
He's kept here.
Yes. He's unfortunately been infused with his companion.
Oh no. Full Metal Alchemist flashbacks.
I tried to undo the magic that has been twisted upon him. Unfortunately, it's too sickly. The spirits are fully intertwined.
Where he came from did that to him.
I
assume.
See that now.
We are here to take him. I don't wish to trouble you any further. I merely do not wish to be troubled in our goal to reclaim Auric.
Very well. You'll have to reach him in his caves. I've only been able to contain him there. As what you'll find now of what he's become, I'm not sure. I just know he's been tormented this entire time, ever since he found his way to the glade with his mind barely intact.
Lead us there. We will put an end to his suffering. I say with like a grin.
And you could see she's looking very, very deeply at you, you know, almost trying to take in your full stature.
Hmm.
And it almost gives like a sensation of like she's trying to read your very soul, practically.
She probably can't see past the first black surface. The soul's probably fucking.
As she kind of glazes over the battle where everything's been splattered and exploded, electrocuted, and more.
I'm mighty sorry about shooting the birds. Black will finally like peek up.
It's very unfortunate, but my children will grow anew. As she kind of waves her hand, you could see the seeds from all the pod birds just kind of start to replant themselves and start to grow anew.
I have a feeling we have the same views on life and death.
They are
In
necessary.
a way.
Death's rotation is necessary. As she kind of glances at your rule symbol. Now, I may not see eye to eye with the unmaker of life, but I will not shun those who choose to follow who they follow. But you will definitely need those sickly powers for whatever this poor creature has become. Now follow, but please keep him in check. She looks at Gats again, glaringly.
Gats, contain your murder boner.
I stab a nearby tree. No.
The tree consumes you. No. I fucking imagine. How does he die? Suffocation by tree.
Part dwarf, part bear, all brawn. Next week on Wednesday Night Raw.
I'm gonna fucking Garden steal you, bro. Oh no, you aren't.
I'm gonna double claw your ass, and I'm gonna rip you open. I'm gonna eat you like Sunday spam.
Give him the chair.
Brother!
God, it is late.
As she turns around, you can see her push one hand into the tree.
I am the real Mankiyan.
As the tree begins to open, it almost sounds like bark snapping as the dimensional door opens up, and she beckons you forward and holds the way open for you.
Wow, you know, honestly, I expected something completely different. I expected to just walk for a while, and she's like, no, I'm just gonna dimensional door.
This is her glade, man.
Yeah, fair enough.
She's dryad, I guess.
I'll go through it.
Make sure that she's telling the truth and it's not a trap.
You can see clearly there's a cave blocked off by gnarled thorns and branches.
Okay, yeah.
Close enough.
So
I'll walk through. I mean, if Yuna's already going, I'll go after her, or I'll go first. I don't care.
So you step through. You'll see this almost like the heart of the glade. These beautiful, vibrant flowers. Just a mixture of violet colors everywhere. It's almost assaulting to your eyes how bright it is here. The light is being reflected off the pools of water here. If there was anywhere that life had bloomed better, you wouldn't even be able to tell. That this almost feels like the center of life itself for the moment. You know, you probably feel very sick at that. But you do see the one cave aforementioned blocked off by thick, very strong thorns and vines and branches, varying trees risen up with pointed branches pointing inward to block the cave so nothing can get out of it. And with that, we're going to leave off there as she steps through and you hear the tree close behind you and the crack of branches and bark replace back into the location it's supposed to be in.
Awesome. Wow, great session, Josh. Thank you.
Radical.
Fun.
I'd come inside the giant plant woman.
I would
Excuse
also
me?
like to come inside the giant
Roll me a
planet.
diplomacy for your charisma or an endurance.
I like
You see, I don't need to do that because I just want to plant my seed in her garden.
Oh man! Oh man!
You have to convince her to allow that, though. I mean, it is her glade, after all.
It's true.
Circle of life, I mean, survival of the fittest. Gotta get as many samples as possible.
A sample from each creature.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I'd totally let